your life. I'll destroy you. Like, whoa, brother. No, I wasn't trying to watch that. Troubled kid? I was one. Second chances? I got one. Dropped out of college, made a YouTube, and started roasting people. And now, I'm a judge. In my courtroom, the disputes are fake, and the cases ain't about nothing. And if you got feelings, I don't care. I'm Judge BX Beast Boy, and this is my show. Let's go. Apparently, iDubbbz is tripping out here in these streets. Let's take a look at this More Pegasus video. I rock with his content. You guys be sending me his videos too as well to react to. So I think you guys rock with his content as well. Let's see what he has to say about this iDubbbz fellow who got pretty much dog walked and ran by his husband Anissa. Now let's make this video bigger. There you go. Y'all don't need that much of me on the screen.
Welcome back to a series so empathetic. Even iDubbbz subscribed. Hit
the like button and share, guys.
Today's video. Disgraced YouTuber iDubbbz is back and he's trying to beef with Penguin Zero. He claims that Charlie is part of the alt-right pipeline and implies that he's a gateway that basically turns people into Nazis. He claims he's weathering the storm of the backlash on the internet after he became a Hassan orbiter.
I don't really believe in the whole pipeline theory, if I'm being honest. When you got people that are as extreme as iDubbbz and Hassan Piker, the hell you need some pipeline or gateway to some extreme whatever political ideology. Because both sides do have the extreme side. We're looking right at the left extreme, right here. Right here. The hell you talking about some pipeline? That's dumb as hell. I always hear so many content creators say that. Mostly people on the left, though. I don't have a side. I'm not on either the side.
And a hyper-radical lefty. Fellow commentary channel, Sensitive Society, has responded, pointing out that Charlie criticizes right-wingers all the time. He points out that Charlie made a...
Somebody said I'm going to have to pass on watching more Pegasus content. Okay. Want to elaborate why? Just so I could know what you don't like him? Did he do something? You don't rock with him? Also, this is just the first reaction. I'm going to watch other things after this, hopefully, if I have the time.
Video criticizing...
But yeah, what should be for the More Pegasus? You don't rock with him?
iDubbbz's apology back in the day, and iDubbbz may still have a grudge.
No, so how you doing? It's funny you should say that. I think that's your name. How you doing?
iDubbbz continues his White Hassan cosplay and embarrasses himself. He's considering streaming on YouTube now in order to get more viewers. Surely that will work. iDubbbz and Anissa are trying to give financial advice after publicly failing their businesses, careers, and apparently selling off their home. Hassan is getting backlash for using gay and Mexican as an insult in his Twitter beef. Not very woke. Subscribe or you gotta join iDubbbz in the buck chair. You're absolutely deep fried. Let's up those numbers! Now let's begin. Right, so iDubbbz is back, and he's now apparently trying to beef with Penguin Zero. Shout out to Sensitive Society for making me aware of this. Here we got a post. iDubbbz implies that Moist Critical is part of the alt-right pipeline because he holds space for people who have differing opinions. Oh my god.
The thing that kind of first stands out to me is that I never perceived 2016 iDubbbz to be ideologically like right-wing or ideologically hateful in the way that those other two are. Like
it's part of the pipeline, though. It's the same reason people wouldn't say Charlie, Moist Critical, is right-wing or like as ideologically fucked out there as like a Nick Fuentes or even Asmongold, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
He holds some space for the people in his audience who might have some differing opinions. He doesn't make it clear, like, I don't want you in my fucking community. Yeah. Like,
that's so stupid. And I'm not going to pause too crazy, guys. But this is dumb as hell. He allows other opinions. What are you even talking about, bro? So Moist Critical, you're upset at him because the fact that he allows the opposite side opinions. You're on the extreme left. You and Hassan. Y'all both watch him. he allows y'all simple asses to be watching his content. Bro, like, so what's the issue? I don't have a side. Anyone who's any political ideology, you can watch me. I don't give a damn. I roast stupid people, people who abuse power. Like, and that's pretty much majority of it. People that lie. But I put that on the stupid people. But yeah, I don't have to be like, I don't want this political side to watch me. And nigga, that sounds crazy. Aren't you the pipeline by doing that? You're the direct line, actually, by trying to, I guess, exclude a certain opinion. People can have their opinions. People can disagree with me as much as they like in the comment section. I really don't care. It's not that big of a deal.
Outright. Yeah. And, you know, I get it. I get the hustle. I did it for a while. But it is a little bit of cope. And I understand why people don't want to take the path that I took, because it breeds a lot of hate.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks. And that's literally...
Randu, yeah. Put this on the screen for 2 seconds. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I think Anissa might make him. What? Okay, I might not be able to put some of these damn comments on the screen. Someone said, you know what? No, maybe I will put this on the screen just to let people know it get crazy out here in these streets. Nah, maybe I won't. I don't know what that is as the image. It says, iDubbbz has a pretty mouth. He needs to stay out of prison. That's crass. That's intense. You also said, I like Pegasus. He got a goofy voice. He isn't a dumbass. Yeah, I enjoy his content.
And figuratively, all right? First off, iDubbbz, the reason people don't take the path you took, it's because most people don't want to throw away their entire life for a soul-sucking harpy controlling his every move, all right? They actually have somewhat of a moral base, and they don't completely 180 all of their opinions in order to please a girl that doesn't even care about you, right? Also, your career is in the complete gutter. You are absolutely failing on every single metric humanly measurable, all right? Your fall-off will be studied for generations. Aliens will be observing you, iDubbbz. Second off, bro, imagine trying to call Charlie right-wing or part of the alt-right pipeline. Brother, what are you actually smoking? Are you good? Like, what sort of spell has Anissa cast on you to the point where you're starting to see fucking ghosts everywhere? I mean, this is literally Hassan Piker behavior. He is morphing into the white Hassan as he so desperately wanted to be, right? He's seeing this sort of right-wing Israel basically everywhere, right? I really don't know, like, what level of brainwashing makes you think like this, because in my opinion, Charlie, for the most part, right, he just sort of gives common sense opinions, and sometimes, sure, they could maybe be considered a little political if you sort of stretch it, but that's not really the main goal of the content. For example, when he criticizes Trump regarding the EP files, right, he's not trying to be like, oh, I'm a staunch far lefty because I'm criticizing Trump here. He's probably just saying common sense shit like, hey guys, maybe we shouldn't be protecting PDF files. You know, maybe that's pretty fucked up, right? Or for example, the opposite side, when he makes a video criticizing Hassan.
Said Charlie should scrap with Ian in the ring. Ian would get washed up. Every boxing match I've ever seen with iDubbbz, he got dog walked, like, badly. Right? And I was underestimating Moist Critical, and then I seen him working out, and I was like, oh, my man kind of solid. He work out. Okay, all right. That still don't mean you might be able to throw hands, but I have more faith in Moist Critical than I have in iDubbbz. I got more faith in Anissa than iDubbbz. Actually, I think that she might be able to do a better job than iDubbbz. I think behind closed, you know what? I ain't even gonna say nothing.
For shucking his dog, electrocuting it like Zeus the thunder god. He's not taking a far right position just because he's disagreeing with Hassan, right? He's not somehow suddenly an Israel dick rider or something like that, or like a right-wing Nazi. He's basically just saying the common sense opinion of, hey guys, I don't think you should fucking shock your dog into place for 10 hours a day the second it tries to move 1 fucking inch from its spot, okay? That's that's a normal take. It just so happens that Hassan is left-wing. It just so happens that Trump is right-wing and shit like that. Like, here's the thing. There's two ways to look at the videos. You can see a guy criticizing another guy who abuses dog on his stream, or you can take it as some political statement, and only Americans do this because they're completely politically brain-rotted, right? And a section of America makes every single thing into politics because they're unable to look at situations objectively, have some nuance.
This nigga is wildin'. Heck, I rock with your content. But because I know that you're not from America, that sounded odd to me. No, it's not just Americans that think like that. The world be thinking like that overall. Like, but there's a lot of Americans that's tired of that shit, bro. If we're just being honest. So I don't think it's just an American thing. That sounds a little wild. I got to disagree with him there.
Or anything like that, and they instantly make it about some political statement. And the thing that annoys me the most is that people do the same thing to me, right? They're just like, oh, this guy's probably a far-right Nazi because I don't like a lying grifter piece of shit who supports terrorists, openly supports terrorists, and shocks his dog. Yeah, totally, man. I'm totally right-wing. It's definitely not having a common sense take. Also, even one of the guys on the podcast says, I never perceived 2016 iDubbbz to be ideologically right-wing. And the thing is, because it wasn't. It was literally iDubbbz goofing and memeing around, critiquing people who actually deserved it, right? And also, just riddle me this, why would you criticize?
People on the left roasted and cracked the same jokes that iDubbbz did, right? Like, both sides had edgy comedians or content creators, you could say. Right? That wasn't really like a political thing. I think people on the left assumed anyone who was edgy and crack jokes was on the right. When honestly, you couldn't have been anything. You could have just been just chilling, right? I grew up in an era of people like Tom Green. I don't know what the hell he is now. I knew he was funny when I was young. I knew, like, I enjoyed watching Jackass. I don't know what the hell they voted for or who they voted for. And in case you want to know, I don't vote. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in the system, yada, yada, yada. Don't trust the government. Don't want to play their games. But I do like property rights.
Leafy or Keemstar if you were a right-winger, right? If you had to desperately slot them into a political slant, they would obviously be towards the right? So, like, that would make no sense at all. He was obviously just going after people who are sort of abusing their power or going unchecked on the internet, being like the internet cop, right? Right, so then iDubbbz says that he's...
That's what I do. I just, check certain people on the internet. That's all.
Weathering the storm, basically, after he's getting canceled or something, right? Basically, he's losing his career. And
yo, rock with me. Let me see FANG in the chat, man. Shout outs to the Fang gang. Let me see Fang in the chat.
He's trying to cope.
But it is a little bit of cope. And I understand why people don't want to take the path that I took, because it breeds a lot of hate.
Yeah, right. How do you, I guess, how do you, like, weather that storm? Does it affect you? Do you think about it at all? I feel like at this point in your career,
hey man, I'm weathering it. It's it's one of these things where you just kind of got to put your head down and, like, get to work. Like, there may have been a time where in my life where I could spend time reading comment sections and being like, oh yeah, like, I'm getting some sort of validation from this. I'm way past that at this point. Like, I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do if I spend any amount of time reading shit online. With the exception of maybe my live chat when I'm streaming.
Bro, can you imagine becoming such of a lol cow that you can't even read the comments anymore because people are just simply roasting you 24/7, calling you a cock, calling you a backstabber for backstabbing Ethan, calling you a piece of shit for all the horrible decisions you made, like taking money from charity and failing all these events and letting everybody down. And the saddest part about this is that, in my opinion, right, the best part of the internet and the best part of making content is actually reading the comments, right? Is actually seeing people's response to your content. And it always makes my day when I go into my comment section and I read all of you guys, because my audience is actually funny, is actually cool, unlike the lobotomized Hassan viewer.
No, the comment section is cool. There are some idiots in the comment section. I'm just talking about generals, right? Just idiots. But I think that's everywhere. There's idiots everywhere. So I don't think you need to avoid the comment section like it's going to do something to you. I don't think you need to take it that serious, right? That's like the tips that I give when it comes to reading comment sections, because there will be a few people that might try to get a reaction out of you. Don't be sitting there Twitter fingering, going back and forth. Listen, nigga, no. Nah, if you disagree with me, cool. You try to come after me or whatever, nigga, have fun. I don't give a damn. Did you enjoy the content? Obviously, if you come into my channel and watching. So yeah, I don't think it's a big deal like iDubbbz is making it. Right? You can't be obsessed with the comment section and hurt by it.
Whereas in the Hassan orbiters here, right,
That's
who are perpetually just miserable and mauling and have something to be angry about at all times. Meanwhile, we're just sort of memeing around here. By the way, did I lie when I talked about the consequences of becoming a Hassan orbiter? Holy shit, man. I predicted this guy's downfall from episode 1 of the legendary series, bro. Good riddance. By the way, I find it hilarious. iDubbbz goes, oh yeah, you just got to ignore the hate. You just got to put your head down and get to work. Work, iDubbbz. Oh my God. You are not doing anything remotely challenging, remotely innovative, or entertaining at all. You react to like 9.
iDubbbz ain't working at all. I went to look at his channel. This man ain't dropped a video in forever, it seems, nigga. Ain't you supposed to be a video essayist? Nigga, that's what you got famous for. Nigga, do some content. You over there crying. Or I'll put the fries in the bag. That you can do that. Right? Me live streaming is a bonus. There's some people that live stream as that's like their bread and butter, but it's like more high level and they're doing a whole bunch of things. Their live stream is content. iDubbbz ain't doing nothing. Let me just double check. Make sure I ain't tripping. Did he do a new video recently? No, because he wants to switch over to becoming a live streamer. Nah, live streaming is supposed to be a bonus once you're already a content creator. Let me make sure I'm not tripping. Looking on his channel. Yeah, he's a shell of his former self, man. This is horrible. This is bad. Yeah, he ain't drop a damn video in 2 months. And then before that, 2 months. And then before that, this nigga is dropping a new video every 2 months, bro. You know how trash that is? What? Nigga, at your level, nigga, you should be pumping out at least 3 a week. Bare minimum, nigga. I'm doing like 5 a day with all my different channels. My bad. But yeah, nah. This nigga, he don't do nothing. He literally don't do anything. Thank you for the support, Katarina. Appreciate the heck out of that. Let me see, who got it? I'm gonna have to look at the live chat. But thank you again, Katarina. I appreciate that.
90-day fiance and try to give shitty political opinions that are essentially just watered down Hassan's opinions. You just check like, okay, what did Anissa say? What did Hassan say? Okay, I basically need to have the exact same opinion. I don't think you've ever disagreed with them like one time. So people responded pointing out the hypocrisy, spoken like a man who was known for saying slurs. Like, I can't believe it. This is the guy calling everybody right-wing. This is the guy calling everybody these edgy, misogynist, racist, alt-right pipeline. Like, bro, you were the N-word, F-word guy. And the worst kind of slurs, too. Can't even mention them without getting permabanned from Reddit. This clip is one of the most insufferable instances of virtue signaling while simultaneously cope-maxing for all the hate he's received I've ever seen from iDubbbz. There isn't even a particular portion to point out. The whole clip is him stroking his own ego, pointing out how good of a person he is now and the sacrifice and tribulations he's faced for deciding to openly be such a good and virtuous person. According to him, he's received all this hate because he chose to be a good person and not the absolutely vile behaviors exhibited since the start of the creator clash or content cop saga. By the way, I have one more theory regarding this. He's literally just pulling a Hassan because Hassan did the same shit. When Critical made a video about Hassan shocking his dog, Hassan literally responded getting so pissy about it, you know, making personal attacks towards Charlie, saying he can't get on planes, he's so stupid, he's just a Redditor who parrots the popular opinion, he doesn't do any research or whatever. And he tried to like DM him or something. I don't know if he got aired or like ghosted or some shit, but these people just love to shit on anybody who like minutely disagrees with them in the slightest.
He said you hide the bad stuff from your friends? He said I hide. Okay, I'm gonna DM him. Gross. Fucking moron. All right, whatever.
When you are in their in-group, your past crimes, like telling your massive audience that saying slurs is okay, or ripping the holy book in half on camera is all forgiven, you changed. I never thought you were a right-wing pipeline. Those guys, other guys are so much worse. But when you go a little off script, like when Ethan didn't support Hamas, suddenly every single thing you ever did is unforgivable. Bro sounds so spiteful, lol. Congrats on sacrificing your career and still being a terrible person. Charlie's still successful and still a better person. I actually think he's taking shots at
Hold on. Thank you again for the support, Katarina, for becoming a new member as well. That's awesome. Thank you. Appreciate the heck out of it.
Charlie with the hopes of him making a video on him because no publicity is bad publicity. He wants a huge attention boost and that's the way to do it. I mean, bro, that would be the biggest colossal waste of his time. He should absolutely not respond to this guy at all because like, bro, he has no motion. This like nobody even knows this happened. The only reason anybody's talking about this now is going to be like the commentary channel videos like mine or Sensitive or you know, these Reddit posts. And I feel like regardless of what the strategy is, it's a horrible strategy because if he makes a video on
And me, I'm gonna be covering it. That's for damn sure.
your already dead career is going to be even more eviscerated.
I think I'm gonna get my video out by tomorrow, more than likely.
I mean, he just needs to pester him for like a year straight, like Sneeko did or something, and then maybe you'll get a video. And that did not go well for Sneeko, let's just say.
It's okay for anyone in their 20s, an adult, to marry a 15 or 16-year-old.
A 21-year-old, if there was a marriage where the father consented and the daughter consented, and it was both good on both families and they wanted to do it, why am I going to get involved?
Right, so Sensitive response.
And I used to like Sneeko. What the fuck happened to him? Yo, what happened to this?
Yeah. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name. You
On it as well in his video, and he points out that Charlie criticizes right-wingers all the time.
He has been extremely critical, no pun intended, of the current administration that's running the US right now. He's been extremely critical of Trump. He's been extremely critical of the government hiding the files and hiding the truth. And he's been extremely critical of ICE multiple times. He's against it. And like, do you think?
Hold on, you said was never a Sneeko fan, always got a negative, immature vibe from him because you the Oracle. He used to do good content, right? Like, but I'm thinking more when he was doing like video essays. The Sneeko that blew up and got like crazy attention off of the red pill, that's not the Sneeko that I knew, right? Even though I liked maybe the beginning stage of that before he went off the deep end. I wasn't mad at their earlier stage reactions. Then I was just like, okay, now this nigga's wildin'. But before even that, when he did video essays, I thought he was alright. Thought he was cool. I wasn't mad at it because he would do just discussions and shit like that. I don't know why he doesn't go back to that. Maybe because it's more work, right? For him to go back to doing video essays. But yeah, I definitely understand though. Especially now, I don't watch him in any way, shape, or form. Look at all. I don't watch that nigga. So I definitely get it. So here was pounding out some chicken, frying it up in the air fryer. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Y'all know chicken's my favorite food. Dead ass. I can eat that shit every day. If I was like on an island and it was like, you got one food that you can have for the rest of your life, it gotta be chicken. It gotta be. Can I prepare it any way I want? Can I bake it, fry it? I ain't gonna steam it. I've seen people do that. I prefer not to steam it. Pressure cook maybe. But yeah, man, I can eat chicken pretty sure for the rest of my life. So he spends time around people who, yo, Randu is getting them. I ain't mad at it, man. Keep it up. You killing it. He went off. I can't read that out loud, though. But you went off. BX, have you seen Piers Morgan interview with Andrew Tate? It was pretty good. I can't help but like Andrew Tate. I can't. As much as I don't like Sneeko right now, Andrew Tate let me down. that boxing match where he got dog walked proved to me that he never knew what the fuck he was talking about with martial arts. Like that is just one of the biggest frauds ever. He got beat up by somebody that can't box for shit. And I know boxing. The person that beat him up don't know shit about boxing. And then with the whole Sneeko situation where I think Andrew Tate, Myron, and pretty much Fresh and Fit, Sneeko, whoever, they went to the party and they started playing that racist song pretty much, or the song that was disrespecting a certain sector of people. Andrew Tate blamed Sneeko for the entire thing and threw him under the bus. Andrew Tate was lying. There's footage of people that is not Sneeko, even though I don't like Sneeko for real, but they're requesting for that music to be played. Also, Andrew Tate was there, didn't not one time say, hey, can y'all stop this music from playing? This is disrespectful. But then once they start trying to ban Andrew Tate, then he goes on a fucking press tour. It wasn't me. It was Sneeko. It wasn't me. It was Sneeko. And it wasn't even Sneeko. It was Fresh and Fit, mostly. The footage already got leaked. But because Sneeko, I guess, doesn't bring you the money or offer as much as what Fresh and Fit will offer money-wise or business-wise or numbers-wise or clout-wise, it was cool to... I can't rock with that. I don't fuck with none of the red pill people that I used to like. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I don't watch Fresh and Fit. I ain't watching Andrew Tate. Nigga, that nigga just let me down too many times, bro. Too many times. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't partake in a situation, and then when I started getting a bunch of heat, go, it wasn't me, it was my friend. Actually, we not friends. I hate Sneeko. Why the fuck was you partying with him? You was in a car with him, taking pictures. What are you talking about, Andrew Tate? Be a man. Stand on your shit. I'm not afraid of cancel culture. Fuck the Matrix. Unless you about to take all my stuff again. Then it was Sneeko. I can't respect that. I can't. I used to really rock with Andrew Tate. I cannot no more. I cannot. That was too much for me to see to go, my nigga, you faking. You've been faking this whole time. This shit was a persona, bro. It was like for you to get clicks. I got this smokehouse maple seasoning. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Mix it in with flour batter. Damn. That sound like it's gonna be good. But yeah, I don't really rock with Andrew Tate. I don't rock with none of them, to be honest. I don't rock with none of popcorn chicken, chicken kebabs, facts, fried chicken, baked chicken, all types of chicken you can make. Oh, I didn't see that. That match, he got his ass whipped by somebody that can't box, someone who's not a boxer, that just stepped in the ring like this year. He hit hard though, but this is because he's a stronger guy. He throws punches like that. How Andrew Tate get beat up by somebody that throw punches like that? You supposed to be top G, nigga. Off the couch. Off the couch. I would have won that fucking fight in 1 minute. Shit, y'all seen when I had my brother who was a boxer call me out and take me in the back area and we threw the gloves on. What happened? That shit was like riding a bicycle, right? I snapped back into form. Nigga, I'm landing body shots that's dropping niggas. Like, there's even literally clips of him getting off the floor. Like, yo, how you do that? Nigga, I remember all my shit, nigga. Because I actually trained. Andrew Tate, what the fuck was you doing? Karate? And then you just like lied your whole career? Come on, bro. It's really impressively stupid. Winters is botched. Yeah. I don't rock with none of those guys over there. Still here. Hey, how you doing? I knew you were still here rocking with us. Says sorry if I'm away from chat here. Babysit my cousin's kids because they had family emergency with my cousin's grandpa. I hope everything's okay. But yeah, I know you still here rocking with us. I hadn't seen Andrew in a long time since Pear's interview. Backed off most red pill creators too. Yeah, I can't rock with them. A lot of them are so fake. Like, I think the red pill in theory is a amazing thing, but then there's people that will use it and start mixing it with the whole dating culture shit and go to the extreme. And then you got people like Myron and Fresh that are just bugging the hell out. I don't know what they're doing. So I still support Benny Johnson. Is he red pill? I never considered him to be red pill. I always just thought of him as like a political commentary channel.
Someone who's a path into the alt-right pipeline. Do you think someone's going to see these videos and be like, yeah, Charlie is a Nazi. Charlie is a right-winger. No, I truly do not think that Moist Critical is an alt-right pipeline guy.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly,
I completely
Randall. Exactly, Randall. Yep, it was hijacked. 100%.
forgot about that. He literally goes after I.
Because it was something called PUA, right? That was getting very popular that people grouped in with Red Pill. Nah, that's pickup artists. That's like his own thing. That's like his own shit over there. And then people just blended it with Red Pill for some reason. It's like, that's not what Red Pill is, bro. It just simply means, nigga, you see the truth. Now you know the truth for what it is and you realize what's fake, nigga. That's all it was supposed to mean. Not all of this, you gotta disrespect females. These niggas be wilding, bro. When you got me saying, okay, y'all tripping, then you know, bro. Come on, man.
And he talked about the whole situation in Minneapolis.
Because I'm a equal opportunity roaster. I roast everybody. But these niggas be going to the extreme and then they all blame because we red pill. Nah, nigga, that's not what that was supposed to mean. So yeah, it got hijacked. I agree with you. That was the best way of saying that shit. It got hijacked. There's not really many legitimate red pill people out there or creators out there that's giving you red pill content. They're mixing it with other shit. Right? Also, Man's Fair is his own thing too as well.
And he was actually very critical of the police officers as well. So how the hell are you calling him right-wing iDubbbz? Isn't like that's supposed to be the exact political side you want to be on? Oh, he's saying the right thing there. You should be clapping. But no, apparently that doesn't count. He needs to say every single action of his must be aligned with far-left ideology or it just doesn't count. And if I had to guess, I feel like the way Charlie operates is that he's just giving his sort of opinion and his take on the situation. He's not really trying to explicitly be political. He just sort of says it how he sees it, right? And here's
extreme. Like, I'm okay with a comedian, and I'm gonna stop pausing so crazy, guys, but I'm okay with a comedian or somebody cracking jokes that's like edgy. I'm cool with that. But then like when it's like blatant disrespect just to get clicks, like Fresh and Fit, they bring a certain type of girl in there knowing that she's gonna react a certain way because she might not have the composure or knowledge how to even have a conversation in certain ways. They purposely go and pick these girls up, these drunk chicks, bringing them in there so they can be disrespectful, say wild things. Then they can go to the extreme and be like, yeah, you see how these bitches be. Nah, nigga, that's not how it is, bro. And then y'all like are using these few girls as a highlight for how all women are, nigga. That's not cool. That's not cool. So is it fair to say that all men are like them? Like, it's just they went to the extreme. And I used to like Fresh and Fit, right? I used to like Andrew Tate. I used to like these people. And then once they start going to the extreme, it was like, all right, bro. Come on, my man. The only one that didn't really go to the extreme, even though he was like violating, but he was just saying truthful shit. Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, was the only one that didn't jump off the deep end. And mind you, he hated these niggas. He hated the whole red pill shit. Kevin Samuels is like, I'm just trying to make people better. I ain't red pill, none of that, nigga. I'm just trying to make people better. Men, women, whoever calls and talks to me. Yeah, I'm going to tell you some harsh truth, but it is what it is. These other niggas just, yeah, they hijacked and they did some bullshit.
The thing that iDubbbz doesn't seem to understand, you don't have to agree with someone 100% of the time, right? You just don't have to. That is a miserable existence. And if you want a bunch of clones of yourself, then so be it. You know, just stay with the Hassan orbiters and stop crying about everybody else because you're just going to be miserable. Out in the real world, there are people that have a variety of opinions. I'm friends with a bunch of people who disagree with me on a lot of topics, but we get along great because it doesn't matter, all right? It just doesn't matter. It's not that serious. I mean, legitimately, I can't imagine being so miserable as to think that everyone must think exactly like me 100% of the time. Like, that is the definition of an echo chamber, no? You know, that reminds me of a comment I got recently, and it was basically saying, Pegasus, you better remove Charlie from your shelf because he supports trans kids. And I'm like, what the fuck are you even talking about? I think it was referencing the debate with Sneeko or whatever, which Charlie clarified later on as well. What he
I think he came back and changed his opinion to some degree on that.
Actually meant. But regardless, first off, this isn't some like endorsement or something, okay? This isn't meaning like, oh, I agree with 100% of his takes or whatever. He makes 500 billion videos. I don't even know half the shit he says, right? It's just there because I like the plushie, all right? You know, if there's a good Hassan plushie, I'd probably put it there too, just as a meme or whatever. Probably like a Kaya Shocking plushie. That would be the best right there. But yeah, I just find it crazy how obsessed and like terminally online people actually are, that they care about this stuff. And by the way, if I ever like change up my shelf later, it's because I wanted to change my decorations, all right? It has nothing to do with like statements about people or whatever some terminally online freaks actually think. So then Sensitive points out the real reason why iDubbbz actually hates Charlie.
I think iDubbbz says this for two reasons. Number one, I don't know if you guys remember, but a few years ago, Charlie made a video criticizing iDubbbz for his very shitty apology, and iDubbbz got mad and got salty and cried about it. Because long story short, I'm not here to waste your time, because Critical said, yeah, this was unnecessary. This was a whole bunch of nothing. This is pathetic. And iDubbbz didn't like that. He went to Twitter and cried and went back to the cut chair. I think he's still salty over that. On top of that, I think iDubbbz is jealous of how both of their careers went. Charlie is still on top. I'll say bigger than ever. Meanwhile, iDubbbz has just been going on a crazy decline.
Right, so if you missed this lore, because it was a while back, basically Charlie made a video critical of iDubbbz, right? iDubbbz basically put out this apology saying like, oh, all of my old content was so horrible and bad. All I did was say slurs, which was not really the point of the content. It was calling out literal bad people who were like abusing their power and doing dumb shit, and it was so creative and funny and like an internet event that everyone enjoyed. But iDubbbz wanted to humiliate himself and make everyone else feel bad. He wanted to make every single one of those 7 million people who enjoyed his content, he wanted to make them feel like shit, like they're racist bigots or whatever, right? And then he was wondering why his entire audience turned on him. And Critical basically said that, oh, you can probably apologize for like, you know, some parts of it, but you shouldn't really feel so guilty and so bad about every single piece of content you've ever put out, right? And it seems like iDubbbz is sort of holding on to this grudge all this time, right? And sort of taking any opportunity to shit on Charlie now. And if I had to guess, yeah, he is absolutely jealous. I mean, one guy is literally 1,000, maybe more than 1,000 times more successful and probably happier than iDubbbz, right? So it's just a tragic life for him. As people said, the only redemption is the divorce arc with Anissa, but I highly doubt that's ever happening, all right? He's too brain broken for that. Pure responded, Charlie's 100% going to ignore him because it knows a response or reacting to this is what they want. People don't want to take the path I took, the path where you lose millions of dollars and have a terrible wife. I wouldn't want to take that path either. 2026 iDubbbz would give 2016 iDubbbz a heart attack. Oh my God, you shouldn't have put these 2 years. It's been a decade. Oh my God, I was saying 2016 this entire time, pretending it was like 4 or 5 years ago. Oh my God. But yeah, absolutely true, bro. He would never imagine he turns into this. And that's why you need to watch the Legendary series, so you keep your morals throughout your life and you actually stay a good person. You actually stay a person with common sense, right? Because on the internet, you can get swayed any which way, depending on whoever you watch. If you stumble across a Hassan Biker stream without stumbling across the Legendary series, imagine your fate is gone. Charlie is literally the opposite of the alt-right pipeline. Well, that would imply he's part of the alt-left pipeline or whatever, but no, I'd say he's just like sort of neutral or whatever. Bro, he's just sort of enjoying his life, giving his takes, talking about dumb shit, all right? That's what he's always done for like 15 years. Charlie dared to call out his son for hurting his dog, therefore they will always hate him, pretty much. This is why I stay far away from politics. It rots your mind and makes you crazy. Exactly, preach. I've been saying this for literal years. American politics in particular is just the most brain-breaking bag of bullshit I've ever seen. Right, so remember when iDubbbz said he wanted to become the white Hassan? Well, it's not going well. This obsession with Hassan is getting ridiculous. These are his stream titles the past 3 days. White Hassan is back. Insane News Day. 90 Day Fiancé with Anissa and collab. extra white Hassan's frame. Oh wait, it's extra white Hassan's frame. Okay, I don't know how to interpret that. I thought he was becoming extra white today. Media Monday, extra white Hassan edition. Please see no mention of cringe. Dude, I still can't get over how pathetic it is to make your entire being somebody else, right? And I know Anissa desperately wants to get with Hassan and idolize.
When I told y'all he was a junior, or was it just a junior? Because his husband Anissa is the Hassan Jr. and he's the junior. He's the junior. I told y'all that. I told y'all he wanted to be Hassan.
This is Hassan, and she's trying to turn iDubbbz into him. But like, dude, have some self-respect. Leave, man. Leave the relationship, bro. You are getting cocked to levels that have been never seen before. You might be humanity's greatest cock. It's actually impressive. Biggest downfall ever documented in human history, right here on the legendary series. You know, I started it off as a joke, but this series might actually go down in history, bro. Like, these people are so unique, so special, right? So mind-numbingly stupid. Like, this is going to be considered the greatest entertainment in 2100. If I have to leech someone's name, I'd rather go back to a 9 to 5. Leeching the dog shocker is not a good strategy. Did he think he'd get a huge boost because Hassan was banned for like 72 hours? It looks like it actually lost him followers. iDubbbz losing followers, nothing new. The irony being that he was much bigger than Hassan before he became a woke virtue signaler. Bro, he got 10 to 20 million views every video. He dumpstered Hassan. He was dumpstering the entire internet, bro. He was the tippity top, but he threw it all away, man.
Yeah, he was up there. I said, what's crazy is his standards. If bad things happen to people he doesn't like, it's funny and okay. But if it's his people he agrees with, it's the worst thing that ever happened. You talking about iDubbbz or Hassan?
And moving on to iDubbbz's new plans for his streaming career. iDubbbz still has hope for growing his audience. He's considering streaming on YouTube. Wow, really following in Hassan Piker's footsteps now. The white Hassan, guys.
I think we'll get new people in here when I just start posting more. And I've also been considering doing the YouTube thing as well. I think it would just mean that we would stream on both platforms, and I think we would just play less copyrighted music on stream. We'll definitely have more snarkers and haters on YouTube, though. Plus, I like that on Twitch, I can reply to people in chat. You can only reply on YouTube if you watch on desktop. Oh, that's strange. Now, I'm not really fucking concerned about people coming in. It's like, you know, that's what the ban and the block is for.
Right. I think we'll get new people if I post more. I'll stream on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, iDubbbz. Surely that is going to work.
So making his normal video essays was just out the question. He didn't want to do that.
Surely that is totally going to revive your entire career. You know, the funniest thing about iDubbbz's downfall is that, you know, yes, it's partly because he became this Hassan dick writer and this politically omega woke person. But the second reason, right, and maybe more likely actually, is that at the heart of it, he doesn't work hard at all. Like, where is the videos, bro? Where is the effort? Where is the content? No shit, your channel's dying. No shit, you get no viewers because you don't post anything, man. What the hell? Like, iDubbbz is making the grave mistake. He's basically...
I just said that. That's facts. He does not drop videos.
Following his old iDubbbz schedule, where he would post once a month or once in a few months, and he forgot that the only reason that people were waiting literal months for his videos is because they were an internet event, right? He spent months actually making the videos. He put so much effort, creativity, logic into the videos that it became like an internet event, and everybody is like anticipating it like it's a movie, right? Like, people would grab their friends and be like, holy shit, we're having a watch party watching the new iDubbbz video, right? But now it's just lazy, it's dumb, it's stream reaction content, which honestly would be fine, but it doesn't work if you're unlikable, if you're unfunny, if you're unknowledgeable, and if you're as boring and stupid as iDubbbz. You're simply not that guy. You can't pull this off, and you're disrespecting your audience, and you deserve to lose them, okay? Because you're just not putting in that work that you need to actually keep them. Unironically, right? being a content creator is supposed to be one of the most competitive careers out there because literally anyone can do it. Everybody has access to become a content creator, and everybody is trying, millions and millions, potentially billions of people literally trying, right? And here you are posting once a fucking month, once in 2 months, and it's some dog shit fucking video. Of course you're failing, bro. Like you could probably even pull off like the whole left-wing ultra woke grift if you put in the work. Like at least Hassan shows up on stream for 10 hours a day, right? At least he does that every day. At least he puts in the reps or whatever. You know, say what you want about the guy. At least he's consistent. Meanwhile, we got iDubbbz here. Holy shit. He's been saying I need to upload more and more people would come in since he started streaming in August. There's like a 50-50 chance this lazy fella actually figures out how to multi-stream. He's been considering doing this for 3 months now. It's one button, by the way. It's one button you press that you get to stream on multiple platforms. He needs to start paying his mod if they're going to be expected to interrogate and ban even more people. They'd be starting from scratch, likely needing to ban people on YouTube chat by the thousands to maintain their echo chamber. Bro, if he comes to YouTube, I'm sorry. He has no chance, all right? His own audience just hates his guts, bro. He really thinks his only problem is that he's underexposed. Unbelievable delusion. Yeah, surely if I just expanded my reach, I would be successful. Nothing to do with my character. Can't wait for him to stream finally on YouTube in 3 months, get 2K viewers calling him a cuck and never doing it again. Bro, that's literally why he went to Twitch. He just wanted to distance himself from his audience, but then ended up getting 100 viewers and now is mad. Moving on to iDubbbz and Anissa talking about finances.
Hey man, you just gotta keep going. My views ain't like fucking crazy. But to be honest, I won't look at the numbers. I'm more engaged in looking at the chat, hanging out with the crew.
Now they have admitted in the past that they do.
Live streams are a bonus, right? I don't know why more creators don't think like that. It's probably because they're not creators. They can't actually do a damn video every day. Like some
stream for money, right? This is literally them trying to make a living, but they earn absolute jack shit at this point. But anyways, we got the people with completely failed careers and essentially making below minimum wage streaming, giving financial advice now. So here they are talking about investing, and I know a couple things about it, so I'll give my take.
Shit. I mean, I've moved on that a lot. Yeah. I do not think that it should have to become the average Americans or Canadians like way of life where you actually have to put money into the S&P 500. Yeah. You have to be strategic about where you're storing your money at. And it's like, no, fuck that. That should not be something the average person has to deal with at all.
Ian said to me the first time he like looked at my bank is
what? I'm sorry, I don't claim to be a financial expert. Did this nigga just say? It sounded like he was trying to tell people not to invest in ETFs, which would be fucking horrific advice. Why would you tell people not to do something that could continuously pay them and help them retire? Once again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I've done enough research and had conversations where I know that should be a part of your retirement plan, is ETF stocks. But am I tripping? I don't know. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor.
Actually, really interesting the way that we ended up with.
What is he telling people?
We ended up both being really good with money, thankfully, but he didn't look at my bank account and I didn't look at his bank account until we were like 2 years into being married. And then Ian said to me once, he was like, what did you say? You're like, make sure you're saving enough money for taxes. And I looked at him and I was like, what? You don't think I save money for taxes? And so he looked at my bank and he was shocked because I think he just assumed that I was just fucking sending.
Yeah. And just.
Okay. First off, you guys are not good with money. All right. You messed up Creator Clash.
I don't think they are. I don't think they're good with money. But I think people should invest in a portfolio, even if it isn't ETFs. I think it's some kind of portfolio for your future, bro. Something. This nigga's crazy. What are they investing in?
How many times you failed to make a single bit of profit and ended up having to take money from charity secretly, like absolute flippin' scumbags. Not to mention you torpedoed your career so bad that you have to stream to 100 people with 7 million subscribers. Sorry, 6. Keep forgetting that one. Also, second off, it really seems like iDubbbz and Anissa.
Anti-capitalist giving advice about money. Yeah, that's what it sounded like. So I'm like, nigga, that's just, even if you disagree with stocks in general, that I would never advise someone to. you should build your portfolio. I wouldn't fucking hope on like what the government's supposed to give you at all. I would not. I've seen niggas get fired the last day before they supposed to retire, just so they couldn't get no pension or none of that shit. I've seen too much of just these situations to where, I don't know, and yeah, this shit ain't 100%, but just putting a little bit to the side would probably just be a smart investment. I don't know.
Or complaining that you actually have to think about your finances, that you have to be strategic about it. Yeah, buddy, that's literally life. That's how it goes, all right? Yes, ideally, everybody can afford everything and spend luxuriously and never have to think about money ever. You know, according to iDubbbz, ideally, we just have communism. Everybody has the exact same money and, you know, it's a lovely, lovely utopia world, right? But in the real world, if you actually want to be stable and eventually somewhat rich or somewhat able to retire, you're going to have to learn basic financial literacy. Right? You got to watch where your money's actually going. You got to set yourself up with like retirement accounts, and you got to invest early so that your money actually compounds. I mean, if I had to describe...
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Describe them, I would just...
I ain't no fancy smanchy financial advice person, but I just think it would be a smart move to do.
Say they are extraordinarily lazy, right? And I thought that content creators would sort of get this stuff, especially regarding money, because you have unlimited time to actually learn this stuff, right? And they were millionaires in the past, so I really thought that surely they would have some financial literacy, right? And it's not very hard. You open an investment account and you transfer the money from your bank account to your investment account. It's a 2-step fucking process that they're crying about, right? So then we get to some brain-breaking shit. Basically, iDubbbz tells her the reality of finances, right? That if you leave money just sitting in a bank account as opposed to actually investing it, you are objectively losing value because of inflation. And more importantly, that what they don't point out is because of opportunity cost, because your money can be working for you actually doing other things. And like clockwork, Anissa somehow gaslights him into the objectively wrong opinion. And this pretty much explains their entire marriage.
My family they didn't invest or do any of that shit. Ian was like, you're losing money. And I'm like, what? He's like, you're losing money. It's sitting in your account. You're losing it. And I'm like, what? It's sitting. How am I losing it? But then you explained
I was just being, it's not true though. It's like, it's a paranoia in a way that you think about it when you're watching like Graham Stephan or any of these finance guys on YouTube, where it's like, yeah, you're losing some money to inflation, whatever. But it's like, that is such an overly dramatic way of looking at it. Like, you can also be like, I'm going to be smart with my money. You think you're doing all the right things. And then guess what? The company you invested in, or the ETF or whatever that you invested in, goes belly up. Awesome.
Oh my God. Okay. Wow. So if you don't know investing, or if you've never invested in your life, you might think that he actually sounds smart here, right? Like, why bother? You're just going to lose all of your money. You should just keep it in your bank account. Well, no, iDubbbz, that's not how it works. It's not a good strategy to be completely nihilistic and be like, well, actually, nothing's ever going to work. Why do I even get up?
I'm going to let him say it, because it sounds like he's saying the same shit I'm saying. Dude, that's not how it works, iDubbbz. You're bugging out.
In the morning, everything's going to go to shit. This is like the ideology that Hassan and iDubbbz and all speak, that everything is just fucking hopeless. It's all the government controlling everything. You have no hope in life. You have no control over your destiny. Just give up, right? And the ironic thing about all of this is that he mentioned the S&P 500.
As much as I don't trust the government, that don't mean I'm going to tell people not to invest. What the fuck?
100. That is 500 of the top companies.
Yeah. I was going to, I just don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to give financial advice or seem like I'm an expert because I'm broke. But I know enough to know this. Nigga, I know. That's so, as soon as he said it, I was like, did he just tell people that they shouldn't be investing? Okay.
Sort of represent the US economy, right? That has been going up for several decades, right? It's never going to randomly make you lose all of your money unless the entirety of the US economy collapses, right? Which is never going to fucking happen, at least for the foreseeable decade. But just to illustrate this logic, they're basically saying, why should I ever drive? I'm probably going to get into a car accident, right? That's basically the probabilities we're dealing with here, right? And it's just not likely unless you're extra Emily, of course. But yeah, the ironic thing here is that iDubbbz was actually completely in the right there.
Randall.
If money is sitting in your bank account, you are objectively losing value on it as days go on, right? Usually the general advice is that you should keep an emergency fund of 6 to 12 months of your living expenses or whatever, and you should basically invest the rest. You just know iDubbbz would always lose in Monopoly, bro. But I find it so insane that Anissa convinced him of the wrong reality, right? And it's so indicative of their relationship, right? You know, iDubbbz has this opinion that is grounded in logic and actual practicality. Anissa comes in, is stupid as fuck, you know, has some weird political woke take about it, and then brainwashes iDubbbz into thinking his opinion was wrong in the first place. And now iDubbbz is like, no, yeah, Anissa's probably right. Like, bro, what is this relationship? Holy shit, have a fucking backbone, bro. You're giving Jellywig a run for his money. So then he says that he just wants to turn his brain off and just get paid for working only.
So if you have all your money in a checking account or whatever, you're not earning any interest, doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter. That's not going to move the needle. That's kind of like Dave Ramsey giving people the advice of like, stop drinking Starbucks. And it's like, oh, I make $10 an hour. Do you think that's actually going to do anything?
What?
Dude, there's some, like, honestly, like that's what I like the most, I think, about other like non-Western cultures is they seem so like about the like you're working for your money and you're not trying to trick people with your money or quadruple or quintuple or send your money to the moon by doing some gambling shit, basically, which is a lot of the investments. You're just like, I just want my money to represent the labor that I put out there.
Yeah, newsflash, iDubbbz. If your money represented the labor that you put out there, you would be dead broke, all right? Well, okay, I guess it is pretty accurate then.
I was about to go crazy. I was going to go beyond cursing just now. Oh my gosh, he's a nincompoop. There you go. That's a better word I could use. Like, what? This nigga is crazy. He's bugged out. If you take financial advice from this guy, you're crazy as well. There's no way. He's giving the worst.
But yeah, this guy's trying so hard to be like this woke lefty. I just want to be paid for the value of my work. I'm such a socialist, you know? I just want to be paid just for the value of my work. I don't want any exploitation ever. I'm such a socialist here. Brother, I hate to break it to you. If there was like a legitimate hierarchy of the value that you are contributing to society, you would not be anywhere close to well paid. You wouldn't even be getting minimum wage. You would be getting negative money. You would be in debt because you're fucking damaging society here. And if I had any advice, please hold on to your dog shit career, because hold on for dear life, because I don't think people in the real world can actually handle you. If you have to go and get a job, oh my God, I fear for the people. Also about the whole Starbucks thing, like, yeah, I mean, it doesn't save like a crazy amount of money, but if you're having it like every day for an entire year, sometimes some people have it multiple times a day, then that is a big amount. And
like, how much is one order of Starbucks, right? That shit ain't cheap. Say even if we just said $10, you go in there and get like some coffee and a scone or some stupidness, a bagel and some tea, whatever. If you're doing it every day and it's like $10, there's like 31 days in a month, sometimes 28 or whatever. Anyway, let's just average it out. So let's just say 30, just to make it simple. That's like $300 a month. So within the year, that times 12 would be what? $3,600? Maybe I'm tripping. I don't think my math is that much off. Yeah, no, because 300. 12, yeah, it'd be 3,600 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. That makes a dent when you broke, especially if you can invest that. Now imagine you took that and you put it into what? Yes, that can definitely change shit. I mean, bills you could pay. Yeah, you can start getting ahead of your bills, start being able to invest. Maybe invest in a certain skill to where you could get paid as well. Yeah, nah, they're bugging. I'm talking about iDubbbz. He's tripping. 3,600. Yeah, you didn't count tax, tips, gas burnt, and drive-through though as well. So like, yeah, so it's more like 4,500 a year just from you saying no more Starbucks. that can fucking do a lot of things. You can invest in fucking all types of things with that, bro. You can invest in yourself. You could get certain certifications, shit, get your YouTube cracking, get a laptop, camera, mic. There's a lot of things you could do with that can be investment in yourself. So yeah, it might sound like, oh, you just being simple or redundant. Nah, if you like, it's the same thing. What if your vice was eating McDonald's every day? If you was to go and get some groceries from the supermarket instead, you would save a ton of money. If you order food all the time, stop ordering food. Shit, if you was to even cut down as simple as instead of getting stuff from DoorDash or whatever, or Uber Eats, you get up and walk to the fucking store, you would save money. Because they be trying to charge you. But yeah. So
it does stack up, right? And that money
simple,
could be used elsewhere.
garbage.
And it's also part of like a larger mindset shift of like, being more frugal with your money and not splurging on dog shit overpriced coffee that tastes like ass anyways, right? You're probably, if you're splurging on that, you're probably going to be splurging on other shit too, right? Pure responded, broke financial expert. That's a new one. Both good with money. Lost 300K in Creator Clash 2. Lost 300K in their Seattle home. Bro, they're the only like content creators I know who went from like millionaires to whatever the fuck they are now. Right, so Hassan also tweeted this: I'd rather be a class traitor than a gay Mexican manlet neo-Nazi. Interesting, Hassan, not very woke. So being gay is bad, being Mexican is bad, being short, this is your communist king? Genuinely, what's going on with woke? It's obviously rules for thee, but not for me, right? Hassan is allowed to say all of this shit, but if anybody else says, well...
Hey, what's up, crybaby? Welcome.
They're homophobic, they're racist, they're Nazis. Right, so now he's mad that people are calling him out.
That have been like complaining. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. Ken Mazik, he's supposed to be Mr. Combating Anti-Semitism. Hassan will swear up and down that he's an empathetic liberal. But when it's time for insults, he brings out gay, Mexican, and manlet, as if there's any scarcity of insults for Nick Fuentes. Brother, what is wrong with you? Are you okay? Are you this much... Are you this much of a rider of fascism that you're gonna loop back around and defend anti-Semitic fascism too? Unbelievable. Unbelievable, dude. Yeah, the liberal part is ridiculous. I'm not a liberal, but it doesn't matter. Like, he's tone policing, refusing to comprehend what I'm saying. Like, this guy straight up is, once again, another Israel first moron.
Yep, he ulted. Wow. He did it. He did the thing. Say the word, wow. Hassan. Israel. He did it. He did it, guys.
That's
Hassan,
crazy.
why do I have to explain this? You realize you can insult people in other ways. You can attack their arguments. You can even attack their character. You can call them far right, which is probably accurate in this case. But of course, you go to your default setting from bro tips days, call them gay and Mexican, which you consider is insults, right? I mean, obviously, that just shows Hassan's true character right here. Only woke when it benefits him, right? If Aspen Gold said something like this, obviously he's homophobic. He's
facts, nigga. That's Hassan. I've seen him use black people as a defense and then say, "I don't care about black people." I've seen him say that shit. So he's just a grifter. He's going to use whatever he could use.
Sexist, he's a misogynist, but Hassan just gets to do this all the time. It's a classic. Mr. South Vietnamese.
Fuck this South Vietnamese. Why don't you go back and live in fucking South Vietnam in the same conditions?
Mr.
What would black people care about?
Is talking. So then he spins the wheel and he brings up.
And when I say stuff, people be saying I just be making shit up. Nigga, Mystic Beast Boy over here, I be remembering. I remember him saying that shit, bro. But I also remember him using black people as a way to attack somebody when he was debating them.
Ethan out of nowhere.
You're Israel first. You have no understanding of anything else. You're like, oh, this is my op. I hate him. I'm going to be contrarian no matter what. It's the same talking point Ethan Decline was making. No one actually believes this shit either. Like when people go, oh my God, Hassan, I can't believe you're homophobic. You're being homophobic to Nicholas Fuentes, the gay Mexican neo-Nazi. Okay. Like who in your liberal audience is going to defend Nicholas Fuentes.
Yeah, nobody is defending him at all. They just happen to be criticizing you, and you are somehow unable to see the difference between those things. You are literally that one Twitter meme where you read a tweet and you instantly assume something that it doesn't say at all, and then you get mad about that. Classic Hassan. Even with his 1 million tweets read, he cannot simply comprehend what people are saying. Also, did I hear that wrong, or did he say Ethan decline? Bro is so mad. Oh my god. I swear Ethan took like a...
You said you met a Hassan fan once. It was surreal. This is before the Shocky. I just said I felt a bit uncomfortable with the stuff he said. They instantly brought up my race. Yep, that's what they gonna do. Told me my people victimized this. Wow. And that I had to be a H3 fan. What? I'm Chinese, American. They were Filipino, Japanese. See the problem there? Yeah, huge problem. That sounds crazy. Wow. Imagine Hassan fans to be mentally unhinged, adults acting like children, just like Hassan. Facts. Because if you just back in all the stuff he does and says, yeah, you got to be just as immature as him.
Like a several week or a month long break or something, and you're still molding. Holy shit, man. You're such a loser. Now click this video or iDubbbz is your fight.
Oh, no, that's crazy. Hey, what's up, Buzzard? How you doing? How are you? How you doing? Yeah, I do think that iDubbbz was tripping. This dude's a Looney Tune. As well as Hassan. He was definitely bugging out. They both are one and the same. Well, when you got the other one saying that he's the white Hassan, what do you expect? But tell me what you think in the comment section. I want to check out this update with the Marvel rival situation with that girl CC and Lucy or whoever and Zaza. All of these girls were just very mean and nasty to this guy named Kingsman. Let's see this update, because apparently there's somebody that's supposed to be worse than CC. Watching this video from WestJet.
But at the end of the day, you're like, guys, I am a Lebanese Arab. Like, I have 100% donated more. I even had, what do you call it? Not that this is an excuse, but I'm saying I have definitely donated more than all of you guys combined to Palestinians. I literally have family there.
Nobody gives a shit. Massive day for the unemployed. We were focused on the wrong girl. CC pales in comparison. Meet Lucy, Palestine's strongest soldier.
Guys, I have a genuine question. Like, seriously, answer this, even if...
I think this is the girl that was actually friends with the Kingsman dude and still betrayed him and said all that nasty stuff.
If you support Kingsman or whatever, support Kingsman like it's in Israel.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Yeah, I don't know what Israel or Palestine have to do with Marvel rivals and Kingsman, but I digress. Anyway, Lucy here blessed us with her presence and decided to justify that comparison later on.
Justify...
Because these two, if I'm not mistaken, Lucy and the other girl, Cece, decided, let's monetize it. Let's try to farm so we could get some like subscribers and money from it. And that was probably a bad decision. The people that are going to subscribe are going to be there to troll you, right? There might be a few that might be there to support you. It's going to be overwhelmingly people there to troll you because now you're a locale, especially because you keep feeding the trolls too. So yeah, they tripped out with that. They were wild, and overall, they were just being disgusting in their actions.
The moronic comparison, but I didn't compare. I think you guys are ignoring that. I didn't compare supporting Kingsman to supporting Israel. I didn't.
I mean, you kind of did.
I guess it does sound like I said that, but honestly, I didn't mean to make it come off like that. I just didn't like I support Zaza, I support Kingsman. I didn't like the picking sides. I thought it was silly.
Well, let's be honest. It's because nobody was picking your side. Proof that Lucy shouldn't have been in the tournament in the first place because she sucks dog water.
Wanda salting.
Here, can we switch, bro?
Bro, there is 3 motherfuckers over.
Punisher, I just watched you shoot the wall.
Bro, she literally fell off. I've played under the influence that had better game sense.
She's trash. And I can say that because I know trash playing. I suck. Nigga, I'm not good in those types of games. I know that. So I wouldn't even embarrass myself by entering a tournament. Nigga, that's not my style. Nigga, shit, UFC used to be my game until they changed the controls. Now I'm just good at like what, Madden? And some Jump Force.
She is boosted. When her boyfriend couldn't boost her, she ran to Kingsman and he got her to Eternity.
In Stardew Valley?
That's what makes her worse than Cece. She used to duo with Kingsman. Whoa, e-girl boosted in ranked game mode. Who would have thunk it? Fork found in kitchen when it should be her. Okay, wait.
I was mainly sorry he was kicked. I would have voted against it. I even said I was excited to play with you. He's my duo. He was my duo.
You lost that duo. You lost a great man. Her bum boyfriend couldn't even carry her, and Kingsman did the dirty work and put her on his back.
Booster mental up. Kingsman doesn't need to hear it. He doesn't need to hear you're doing amazing. He knows he's doing amazing. I know he's doing amazing. What do you call it? Zaza needs to hear that. She needs to hear, yeah, you're doing great, so that her morale can go up.
Yo, are you like f***ing alive, Psylocke? Bro, surrender. I just saw this AFK.
The math ain't added up, so you're gonna boost your 5 and 8 Widows morale, but not your 8 and 5 Psylocke, taking a normal comp game more serious than a 40k tournament.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's nuts. Do I want to get into MMA not professionally though? Yeah, I think that's amazing. Why not? Why not? I'm gonna start training again. I don't see why not. I'm not gonna train to compete either. I'm gonna just train just to do it because I miss being in the gym. I keep training and continuously been doing my martial arts shit on my own, but I feel like it's different when you're in the gym and getting into spar with people more frequently. Right? I haven't fought or competed in quite some time. This is for my first fight. Slamming the hell out of this dude. But yeah, I definitely want to get back into going to the gym to train. And if not MMA, maybe jiu-jitsu or boxing. It's a good idea. It's hard to find a good MMA gym though. Facts, there's a lot of fake dojos out here. Mick dojos is what we used to call it.
That's my stat line? I'm 0-5! I'm 0-5!
0-5, officially the Zaza stat line.
Even my joke about, oh, Kingsman, your negativity is making my FPS drop. Dude, that shit is ridiculous. You can't, like, really?
Call me paraplegic, because I just can't stand her bullshit. Anyway, I gotta get paid. Are you alone on the internet with nobody to talk to? Well, no worries. I got the solution for you. Introducing PolyBuzz. PolyBuzz got a plethora of chatbots you can talk to, ranging from humans to AI. But my...
It's a fake ad or it's real? Nah, get the fuck out of here. Is that real?
Slightly at the mention of the name. Nothing you need to worry about. Just a complicated situation.
They're not real human beings, just AI friends. I'm just like, yo, what's up?
Even Billy...
Nah, my nigga. Nah. This he gotta be fake advertising this. Don't sign up for no shit like this. Do not sign up for no shit like this. Make real friends. Is this really? That's a real thing? Oh, hell no. You advertising? They had to pay you the bag. WestJet had to be making money off of this. The fuck are you advertising this for? Don't know. Get real friends. Or just join my live stream and talk in the chat. Cause that's crazy. I don't think you need to do this. An AI friend is and I bet you, are they charging for this service? You paying for a fucking AI friend? How much it costs? Let me see this shit. We might have to check this out. I might make a video on this. $8 a month. No, correction, my bad. $10 a month. $8 a month if you sign up for the whole year. So you telling me what you do is you clone whoever the fuck you want. Like, say there's a YouTuber that you like, and you like, I wish I could talk to Mr. Beast every day. And you go in this motherfucker, and you talk to a fake Mr. Beast every day? Nigga, y'all crazy. This is insane. Let me show you guys. I'm sorry, we kind of doing some side quest. But this shit looks so ridiculous, I had to show you. This looks so crazy. You say, I wish I could talk to Beast Boy every day. Shit would be fire. Join the damn live stream. What do you mean? You can. Live stream, comment sections. Y'all act like I don't be in the comments. Replying and hearting all day. Checking that shit. Right? Yeah, act like I ain't live streaming, kicking it with y'all. I know you joking now. But that's funny. Yeah, but y'all better not fix y'all face to say some shit like that. I better never catch y'all on here. First of all, I'm gonna try to sue these niggas. They clone me. I ain't with that shit. Who's on here? I'm trying to like scroll down and see what celebrities, what they blocking it out? They don't want me to see? I'm kind of scared to scroll now because what if some freaky ish is gonna be on? Get the fuck out of here. That's an actor. That's a professional actor. Yeah, this ain't letting me scroll. Let me look at the celebrity. Friends? You could talk to the people from Friends, my nigga. No, thank you. No, thank you, sir. Yeah, I definitely. You could talk to the nigga from Demon. Is this Demon Slayer? Oh, am I getting the anime wrong? Yeah, this is out of pocket. Like the nigga from Chicago PD. I wish this would let me scroll. Maybe let me reload the page. It's not letting me scroll for some reason. Yeah, that's the nigga from Demon Slayer. This is insane. Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool off that. Because I'll make my shit sound like Jarvis. That's different. Like, that's like getting a virtual assistant, right? Like, if you get a virtual assistant, whatever, that's cool. But if you want some, I want to get a fake version of somebody to make them my best friend. That's insane. This might be a whole separate video segment that I'm going to cut into a clip because what the hell? Whoa. Yo, that's crazy. BX Beast Boy clone tells you to get the fuck up off this computer. You clone my shit, that shit got my essence. Like, get your ass up off of there. What's wrong with you? Go watch the real Beast Boy. The fuck? You just watch my shit. I'm gonna be live streaming more. Just talk to me during live stream. These niggas gonna clone me? Oh, that would be crazy. I make my shit sound like Jarvis. That's funny as hell. You gonna be Iron Man for real, huh? I like the MC of Demon Slayer, voiced by. I'm gonna make sure I pronounce it right. Is it Bailiff? Byleth? Maybe I could use voice of Tachikoma from Ghost in the Shell. That's probably on there. But then it's nigga, this is a fake friend, and I don't even think it's the voice. I think it's you're texting them. So I don't think it's like you're talking to them on a phone. Nigga, you are texting them and they're gonna respond to you in the way that the character from the show responds. Nigga, that's nuts. They got video games on here. Yeah, this is just crazy. You see, I wish they would let me look at the damn list. Like, is there something I could select that could allow me to scroll? It's not even letting me scroll down the thing. It is. How the hell, y'all? That's how you know this shit is fishy. It's not even a fucking scroll option. You can't even. Down don't work. Yeah, this is crazy. You could talk to a ghost. This shit is weird, bro. Yeah, I would never use no shit like this. Texting the AI pretending to be a character. Yeah, that's weird. My personal assistant AI is going to be you. Don't do that. Yo, what list? Motherfucker, do I look like a piece of paper? Yo, nah, that's crazy. Beast Boy virtual assistant's gonna be hardcore. That sounds crazy, but realistic. But like, and this nigga has a soft voice too, so this just sounds great. That sounds extra crazy. How you getting tough with a soft voice? I'm like, well, no, the real Beast Boys. How you get down? Where's this video? This nigga is bugging, bro. It's just, I would not say, yo, you know how many fucking advertisements or like people hit me up saying, hey, you know, we'll pay you if you put this on your video. And I'm like, no. Like, I could literally show y'all, bro. The email list is crazy. Like, there's one in particular that I don't want to name because I just feel like that would probably be unprofessional. But there's one that contacted a lot of other YouTubers, and I might have been the only motherfucker that turned it down. I'm noticing that everybody and their mama is doing this sponsor. And I'm like, are the same people I said no to? The ones that said that they wanted all my supporters' information? Yeah. The shit that these people will sell, bro. For a check, you willing to risk your subscriber's identity, huh? Okay. These niggas is weird. But I turn shit like this down all the time. So the fact that he taking a sponsor from them is crazy. They must have been paying this nigga the bag. They must have had to give him something like, yo, listen, we giving you some of that Raid Shadow Legends money. Go ahead and tell your supporters, instead of making real friends and building genuine relationships, go and get them to go and make a fucking AI friend based off of somebody that don't exist. He said, honey stole millions to see. And I knew something was fishy with it. I'm seeing people push so many of these like scammy things. Hey, this app is going to pay you to do nothing. Just download it and make sure you enter my name. Like, you niggas is foul.
This is an incredibly smart and powerful chatbot available on the App Store and Google Play Store. And you can use code WEST26 to get some premium features for free, such as permanent memory.
Enter my name. See, I don't want this to be like I'm dissing West. But damn, I swear I've never seen this video before, guys. That's crazy. Ball for ball. He just told him to enter his name.
Really? What do you mean by that? Let's just say we had a creative dispute over our latest video concept.
Yeah,
what are you waiting for? Download Polybuzz right now for free and get chatting. Thank you, Polybuzz, for sponsoring today's video.
Link in the description and pinned comment.
Hey, life's a sandwich. No matter the way you flip it, the bread.
You say, oh, he loves being dissed? Okay, then that nigga's a sellout. Look at me doing the Hassan, just believing anything the chat say. Nah, I wouldn't have made that move. I wouldn't have made that move if I was him. But hey, man, I'm willing to go the slow route. I've already made that decision since I started my YouTube channel. I'm not trying to do the quick, let's get money shit. I'm going to earn whatever the hell I earn off of being real, genuine, and being me. I'm not going to sell you guys anything that I'm not going to fucking buy. I'm telling you, you know how many companies hit me up? And I'm like, nah. I used to curse them out, and then my older brother convinced me to stop doing that. He was just like, yo, just say no. You don't got to curse them out. I was like, nah, I feel offended that you would think that I'm going to fucking push this to my audience. Nigga, like, that's crazy. But it's what it is, you know what I mean? Certain people, you know, they trying to pay the bills. I'm gonna just do it slow.
Cubs first. And honestly, this is the tip of the iceberg because by golly, this girl was getting even more and more obnoxious by the second.
It's a lot of just straight sexism. And it's like you have like Kingsman fans, and then you also have just sexist.
Right here.
Just taking this opportunity. Also racist.
Another one.
Earlier in my chat, they were just spamming a word. Like
a lot of gamers do seem to have woman fatigue, but she's sort of using this as a blanket shield to avoid criticism, which ironically ramps up the things she's complaining about. Funny thing is, these girls literally changed Kingsman's life. He gained 300k subs in 30 days. Subscribe if these women are annoying. The best part is watching them make excuses and dig themselves into a deeper hole when all they had to do was apologize, and this situation would have faded in like a week.
The best thing you can do for someone who's not going to swap is try to encourage them to play
Does somebody use AI as a therapist? Yeah, that's not a good decision. And I'm not even really against therapy. Yeah, work your shit out. Figure that out. Because some people, if they do some deep, soul searching and try to even figure out where their trauma and all this stuff stems from, they can have a happy life. I don't think AI should be your fucking therapist, though. That's just crazy. I think that's nuts.
Be better. That's why I was glazing her. Regardless, I already said that.
Bro, she is 0-5. Nothing can encourage her to play better. She'd be better off playing a support character or a healer or something.
Well, I guess that's fair. I didn't really look at it from that way. I kind of apologized. Like, I'm sorry you got booted, bro. I don't know. You're right. I should have apologized for rage baiting, honestly.
She doesn't have an opinion on her own. She sort of just says stuff that she thinks will please her chat. So I'm about to say something crazy and not the N-word this time. Solo leveling, dog shit.
That's class.
It's like
that shit caught me so off guard. I'm about to say something crazy and not the N-word this time. Wait, where did that? That was funny. Oh, that was good. I enjoy his videos from time to time. So this shit is hilarious. I don't like that sponsorship, but that was funny. I'm about to say something crazy and not the N-word this time. I was more surprised by that than him actually saying the N-word. I think I wouldn't have even cared. I would just be like, just continue watching the video for him announcing that.
Bro, I don't really know. I know Kingsman's not sexist.
What?
But it's just I'm just, I don't know. I don't really know what to say about that. I'm just not interested in being his friend. And everybody's taking this opportunity to kind of just hop on the bandwagon here and just be sexist.
Cece, on the other hand, never moaned about sexism. So
if you don't have to be I guess a misogynist or a sexist to believe that y'all are pieces of crap. Like, y'all were moving foul the way that you talked to him, the way that you talked about him, and he was being very calm the entire time. Y'all guys just disrespected him nonstop, and then you went out your way to get him banned from a tournament that was worth money and for money when he said, "Hey, I really need this for college." And then y'all made fun of him saying that he needed it for college after y'all got him kicked out. The fuck are y'all talking about? That has nothing to do with the fact that you're a female in any way.
You're on the AI Twitter where you guys are deep fakes of me and stuff. Not cool. That's gross. And you guys are weird.
People were AI generating photos of her feet and calling her a goddess. The reason she took a lot less heat is because she was smarter. She left Twitter. She didn't say anything. She sort of just disappeared. All while Cece was fighting the horde on Twitter, which is a futile endeavor.
And making dumbass videos where she pitched up her voice so she could seem more innocent.
This whole Marvel Rivals drama, most of the attention has been on CC FPS and Zaza stacks. But what if I told you the third girl is actually worse and more evil than both of them? Let me introduce to you SS Sniper Wolf from Temu, or should I say Luciaza. Before the tournament, she was actually best friends with Kingsman and was his ranked duo, only for her to stab him in the back, turn on him in the middle of a tournament for these girls she has never met, and make absolute disgusting comments about him after he got kicked.
This drama will never leave my feed, huh? She's the worst out of the three, TBH. She actually knew him and still acted the way she...
Yeah, she was his friend. She was supposed to back him, but then she was just riding with whatever she thought was going to be popular. She thought that these female streamers was going to make her famous, even though they weren't really big streamers themselves.
She did. According to what we've seen,
they were connected, though. They had sponsorships and all types.
Kingsman straight up boosted her ass, and she still did him dirty. But the thing people found most disgusting is she was making fun of Kingsman because he said he needed money for his college.
Should it be banned from the game? I think, yeah. I wouldn't argue with that. Banned from streaming? Nah, they should still be able to stream and do content, but banned from the game, I wouldn't argue with that, because this was like a money tournament for promotion for the game, right? So the game was almost directly involved with the tournament to some degree. Yeah, this looks very bad on their part. I wouldn't be surprised if they got banned. I wouldn't be mad at it. How you doing, Cashew, by the way? How are you?
I need this for my college.
That know for a fact. So if you want pro gameplay, this is the.
I need this for my college. I have about 6 or 7 more years left. Oh my god, bro.
She's making Amy Schumer sound funny. So funny. Someone wants to make some money for college. Let's laugh at that guy.
Because using your supposed charitable giving as a shield against criticism is manipulative behavior disguised as virtue. And people saw right through it.
I have definitely donated more than all of you guys combined to Palestinians.
Oh, I'm coming. I'm done here. I fulfilled my purpose. I ain't need to see no more shit down here.
You can never
doing the Fred
trust someone who brags about their charitable givings or their philanthropy. Even Big J Epp was a philanthropist. I honestly can't even be asked to talk about this lady anymore, and it's definitely not because we just reached the 8-minute mark and I'm getting paid.
Major bag alert. You got multiple checks from that,
But
because
at
you
the
got a
end-
sponsorship in the video too. Trying to have your audience get fake friends, but anyway, yeah, I do think that those girls were wilding out. They were very disrespectful. Kingsman didn't deserve that bullshit. I want to check out this video from Sensitive Society. It's about the beef that's going on between Caleb Hammer, the financial advice guy, and D'Angelo Wallace, the YouTuber who takes being called a social justice warrior as a slur. That's kind of crazy to me, but all right, it's expected. He has like an extreme leftist audience, so let's see what this beef is about. I did watch a lot of the videos of them going back and forth. Overall, it was like 8 hours combined. That's fucking nuts. I watched like maybe about 6 hours of it though. Had it on when I was working out. F it. But let's watch this Sensitive Society video where he's going to be talking about it and making it more shorter. Pause.
I'm black. Okay. All right, gamers. As many of you guys know, I've been pretty busy in my personal life as of late. Hopefully that explains the low-key kind of lack of videos. But
hey, what's up, Buzzard? How you doing?
I'll be damned if I don't at least upload 3 times per week. In the mix of all of this stuff going on, I haven't really been too tapped in when it comes to stuff that's going on online. I barely log onto Twitter. The most active platform that I have is Instagram. So I decided to check.
I miss Japan so much, bro. I know people probably tired of me talking about it, but I had such a good time. I had such a good time. The person I was with was an amazing person too as well. Right, so I would like to go back and have another good time. But this looks like Japan. That's why I was like, well, what is this? Look very similar, but I miss Japan. That shit was fun as hell.
Out my DMs and someone is telling
next vacation if I ever go on another one.
Telling me if I've heard about the Caleb Hammer, D'Angelo Wallace drama. I'm like, huh?
You want to go there someday?
No idea.
Yo, I highly recommend it. It was very fun. And mind you, I was just chilling. Me walking around at like 1 a.m. was a good vibe. Chilling, bumping into other Americans. Right? I kept bumping into this one dude, which is like after the 3rd time, we was like, yo, we got to talk, bro. Because it's like, we both know we've seen each other 2 times already. Every time I go to a certain place, I'm with my friend, you with your friend. What's up, brother? How you doing? Nice to meet you. And we just started chopping it up. No lie, I bumped into this nigga like 21 times. I'm like, yo, what you doing here? He's like, oh, yeah, chilling. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. It's because we're Americans, so we must have heard about the same spots. But even like just going to the bar was fun. Right? And I don't even drink like that at all. That was like the first time I had a drink in like fucking 10 years. Right? But I had a good time. It was a nice vibe. And it was a certain level of politeness and just quiet that I highly enjoy that I don't get to have in America. Like, it's disrespectful to talk to people when you're in public. So when you're in public transportation, it's a nice, quiet ride. You know what the trains and buses are like in America? Oh my gosh. You imagine just to get on there, everybody's just politely sitting in a seat, not talking to nobody, not disturbing nobody, not playing music out loud. So it's a different culture, different vibe. That'd be fun though. And I'm an anime fan, so I got books and shit. Mangas. I had my last drink at 21. I'm 47 now. Gangster. I feel you on that, Cashew. Japan made Fire Emblem. I love Emblem. Am I pronouncing this right? Edelgard was right. Just learn the language and culture so I don't get beat up. You're not gonna get beat up. People was mad friendly. I ain't gonna front. Maybe it's because I'm a big black guy. Only one person almost tried us. It was like a homeless dude. Nigga walked up. Person I was with wasn't paying attention. I put them behind me. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Me and him start sizing each other up. He realized he didn't want that. And then he walked off. I'm like, get your crazy ass up out my face. Just walking up and sizing us up for, nigga. What you mean? I ain't trying to get in no trouble, but you ain't gonna start no trouble over here. But because I'm a bigger black guy and they knew what the Bronx was. That was crazy, son. There's a few people that was like, yo, where you from? I'm like, the Bronx. Yankees? Yankee Stadium? I'm like, oh shit, you know about the Bronx? So niggas, they was treating us like very good over there. I don't know if they was trying to like get us to stay or something, but it was very friendly, extremely friendly.
Yeah, what you're talking about. I haven't heard of this yet. And then I saw that Diesel Patches recently made a video about Caleb Hammer versus D'Angelo Wallace. Like, I'm offline for 2 to 3 days and all hell breaks loose online. In case you guys don't know, this is D'Angelo Wallace. He makes commentary videos about stuff.
I'm gonna start gaming on here for sure. The first game I'm gonna get back into playing is Stardew Valley for just because I find it relaxing. Right? I don't even be doing none of the competitions. I just be farming and shit. But we're gonna get that back on here. But I am gonna start gaming during these live streams too as well.
You know, he's not really my cup of tea. I do find him a bit pretentious and obnoxious. I would much rather watch paint dry for about 2 months than to interact with D'Angelo Wallace for about a second. And I'm looking at his channel, right? And I'm like, what is going on with him and Caleb Hammer? I was confused. I saw the Diesel Patches video and I'm like, what is going on? Where
you said you gonna feel like a giant? Let me say it like this, Buzzard. And then we're gonna get back to the video because I know I'm pausing a lot. My belt. Something wrong, because I think I had like a very old belt. My belt broke. Trying to buckle that shit. I just pulled it too hard. I was like, damn, I knew I should have brought a new belt. I'm bringing the belt that I had for like fucking 15 years. I'm like, no big deal. Let's go to the store to get a belt. There was no stores that had a belt my size, bro. And mind you, I lost over 100 pounds, so I'm not like gargantuan. But it's just because I'm a bigger male. The heavyweight division, shoulders and all, they didn't really have clothes or belts my size. So that's just to give you an example of just the difference. Like in, I guess, us over here, Americans, and just, we're just naturally, I don't know, if it was in the food, nigga, height and width, we're bigger. Like, I'm no joke, nigga. We went to every fucking store. So eventually we just did some MacGyver shit. Like, fuck it, let me just do this shit and fix this belt. Add these fucking clips to this belt and fix the one that I had. Right? And it wasn't that I'm just like gargantuan, nigga. I could go to any store in America and get a belt. I don't even have to go to the big and tall. I just go and get a regular belt. Regular man size belt. That's super size over there. And the fact that they made me film a commercial to get a phone too. I never talked about that. I never talked about how niggas held a phone ransom until I filmed a fucking commercial saying that the fucking store was amazing. That was weird. I didn't know what that was about. I was just like, nigga, give me the damn phone, nigga. The store is awesome. Walked right out. That was funny though. That was bad funny. I don't know if it was a language barrier, nigga. Like, person I was with, they phone broke. Nigga, we was dealing with just bad, just things just popping up. Phone broke out of nowhere. Washing machine broke out of nowhere. But when the phone broke, I'm like being, a gentleman, being nice. I'm like, nigga, I don't want you traveling, running around stress. Stay at the spot, relax. I'm going to go over there because I looked it up. This ain't really a far walk. You had us taking trains and shit. I walk like 5-6 miles to go visit my mom and walk 6 miles to go back home. This is nothing to me. This is like a little 20-minute walk with my headphones on. I'll go to the store. I'll get the phone. I'll come back. No problem. Nigga, I went to the store. Nigga's dad was like, yo. I'm like, no. Phone. Nigga, I just came to pick up the phone. You fixed it, right? Pretty much, you got to do this commercial to get the phone, nigga. So I was, nigga, amazing. Oh, this is great. And I think it's probably because they just wanted Americans to be seen liking that store because that shit had value, I guess. They could be able to post it on the site. Look, Americans love coming here to get they phones fixed. Come on. And then it probably bring them business or some shit. But that shit was a funny experience. But everything else was amazing. I took the phone, went on my journey, walked back with my headphones on. It's like, damn, this was a short ass walk. I thought this was going to be longer. That's because I'm so used to walking in America. Walking over there was light, easy work. And just shit that I didn't normally do, like go to the club. I hate going to clubs in America. I went to a certain club that I can't talk about. I went to a certain type of club for adults. You know what I mean? Looking like a music video, and I'm just went in there. I was like, oh, this is a bar in the, what's his name? Combined? Okay, all right, let me see. This was pretty fun. Pretty fun. I didn't pay them girls no damn mind. I wasn't paying them though. I don't go to, I'm gonna just say it, strip club. I don't go to strip clubs normally. Like that shit does nothing for me. So I was just sitting there chilling, eating my shish kebab, drinking my vodka. And then we went to a different bar after that. That was fun too. It was fun though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it was a bad time. Like, I'm just saying that you ain't getting no money from me. That's what I'm saying. I ain't giving you a dime, is what I'm saying. But nah, that shit was fun as hell, bro. Just overall experience. Even going to the mall was crazy. The mall was wild. That was a wild experience. It was fun.
Where do I even start? This video is 42 minutes.
I'll show you guys some videos. Because the hotel, that was the worst experience. The hotel was trying to do me dirty.
The other one's 35, and then the original video, the reason why all of this started, is 4 hours long. This is already over 5 hours of content. Yeah, and right? On top of that, Caleb Hammer's response is over 4 hours. I'm not watching fucking 8 to 9 hours of content. All right, I don't get paid enough for that.
I'd rather give them money to do something that I really care about, like cleaning my house, babysit my dog or something like. And giving you no money for this. I get this for free. I'm paying for that for.
Definitely don't want to waste your time. So we're just going to compile it all together into a nice, reasonable size video. And let's talk about it. Leave Caleb Hammer alone or else I'm going to sue you too. So be ready to be sued. I'm suing everyone. I'm suing all my haters. This might be a crazy concept to some, but you can like someone and disagree with them. And you could also dislike someone and agree with some of the stuff they're saying. I know, massive discovery.
The first thing that I accused him of was uploading misogynist thumbnails, misogynist titles, constantly referring to the women on the shows as the B word, etc. And Caleb says,
we tell them how crazy the episode's gonna be and how the thumbnails and titles are gonna be, and we ask if they're okay with it. They consented, you didn't, you don't matter. It doesn't matter what you think, you fucking weirdo using my name to get views. What is wrong with you, you pathetic fuck who can't do any research whatsoever? You're a loser.
Oh. It's bad. It's bad. This is a bad response. The people on my show,
Facts Dr. Bubonic. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. How you doing? But yeah, he's pretty much like Don Lemon.
Women on my show consent to being on my show. They're okay with my titles and thumbnails. They talked at length about this, about how they have a whole onboarding process. And this isn't a case of Caleb just, belittling his guest without their permission or whatever. And he uses the same argument to combat many of my points where I'm saying the things he's doing are wrong. And I think that's hilarious, to basically build your entire defense over something that does not actually contradict what I was saying. Caleb seems to think that I am offended for the people specifically inside his videos. And that's certainly one way of interpreting my video, but I definitely believe the vast majority of other people watching were easily able to see. My point is that Caleb is playing into an ecosystem of misogynist content by appealing to people who hate women, want to see them get called the B word on a thumbnail or in a title, say you hate them, etc.
Don't get it twisted. I think Caleb's response is a little cringy and it low-key gets a bit worse. I don't think it's career ending. No, it is true. Caleb Hammer does have some pretty spicy thumbnails. I mean, such as this one. That low-key sounds like a Sense YouTube title.
The shit is, he's doing it for entertainment, right? Especially if the people come on the show knowing how he's going to talk to them, how he's going to present the information, and like they're cool with it. You know how many times people used to come on my live stream asking me to roast them? Like that was a thing for a while. Shit, even on my birthday, I used to have a Beast Boy roast where I would let people call in and just crack jokes on me the whole time for like 2 hours. So yeah, it's not really a bigger as a deal as, like you guys are saying in the chat, Don Lemon Light. He might be Don Lemon Heavy, super Don Lemon on steroids, because he's gonna go even harder. Yeah, he's bugging out. I think he's being mad sensitive. If the people in the video don't mind, who the fuck are you to tell people, nah, that's not right? It's just, it symbolizes you can't talk to any woman like that. What the fuck are you talking about? These people are agreeing to be on this show. This is like a reality TV show at this point, or like Jerry Springer. Right? It's just come on here, you roast them because they're making obviously bad decisions, and it's just entertainment. People are purposely coming on the show so they could just deal with it or tolerate it or whatever.
The dumbest guess in financial audio history, and it shows a woman drooling out of her mouth because, she's dumb. I've never hated a more vile piece of trash. God freak. I personally don't see anything wrong with the thumbnails. This channel is entertainment, and it also is focused on finances and helping people get back on track. But I could already see some comments. This is Sense sweeping for Caleb. He's defending his boyfriend. I personally think that Caleb's response to D'Angelo was a bit cringe, and you're gonna see why in a second. And then D'Angelo being like, yeah, this is so he could be an in.
Caleb was spazzing out. I'm like, I ain't gonna front. He was doing a little too much. He was doing a little too much. He should have calmly handled that, or just why even address it at all, unless you just wanted to make the content. If that's the case, calm your ass down a little bit, bro. Just, relax.
So, and only incels watch. He hates women. He's just throwing buzzwords that he's heard on Tumblr and Twitter and Reddit. He's like, Caleb Hammer incel. Yeah, that works. I don't think Caleb Hammer hates women. Sure, you can criticize him for a lot of other things. I don't know, kind of a weak point. Yeah, Caleb Hammer is an incel.
Anyway, my next point that I made was that he was an anti-SJW in the year of our Lord 2026, which I don't even think he disagreed with me,
because every single person I met who's a social justice warrior, or like the old, like not old school woke, but like the new woke, because old school woke was good, but they're actually like the worst people I've ever met. If the guest is an SJW, I will make fun of that. If the guest is a racist, I will make fun of them for being racist. Watch the content, you pathetic piece of trash who can't.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree with Caleb here. Once again, the sweeping continues, guys. I'm sweeping all year. Now, Caleb Hammer is in line. When people say that Caleb Hammer hates women and he is always attacking them and fucking calling them hoes.
He said the audience doesn't overlap at all whatsoever. No reason to respond. Let me show you, tell y'all guys about D'Angelo Wallace, what he does. This nigga's a master at doing this. He's well aware of what you just said. So Caleb responding is only going to promote this dude, D'Angelo Wallace, to that exact quote unquote woke audience he has. he will suffer no loss whatsoever from Caleb going at him, only gain. That's how he blew up the first time. This is something he does on a regular basis. He called out the Turkey Tom dude, was calling him racist, and you're racist, blah, 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 blah. Turkey Tom and all his friends respond. It has no negative light at all because their fans don't intersect with the fans that he was seeking. All of his type of fans are going to go, you're right, because a white person looked at me, he's racist. I'm subscribing. So, yeah. Sorry, I hate coughing in the mic. That's what his whole point of doing this is. And if you didn't know, he just came back after like a year off. So anything to get traffic to his channel, he's going to do. And he knew Caleb, the guy that be screaming at people, for entertainment purposes though, was going to do a video and scream and go crazy, which is going to make him look a certain way. So now all the people who already don't like Caleb, which will probably be extremely woke leftist people, are all going to go, who do you hate, Caleb? Let's run to that person's page, subscribe. They're going to gain a bunch of followers, subscribers. It's like a pattern in a lot of these YouTubers they use. And if you're not aware of it, it's like a chess match. Like this shit is chess, it's not checkers. You can't let people use you for clout. Everybody and their mama be calling people out just to get attention. Don't give it to them. But what? You helping him. Look, I bet you if I go to D'Angelo's channel, just to prove my point, I want to see how many subscribers he gained. I bet you this week alone. My bad, guys, because it's taking me a second. His name is spelled weird. Okay, that's how he spells it. My bad. I knew it was a different type of spelling. Yeah, I just want to see if his subscriber count went crazy for the last week or so. And yes, he hit a crazy boom directly after he made that video and Caleb decided to go after him. He gained, if I want to be exact, in that exact moment after Caleb replied and responded, 14 and 15,000 subscribers, and he's been gaining 2,000 to 3,000 every day since. So yeah, that's not a coincidence. I just wanted to look that up and point that out. Yeah, Caleb should have just ignored him. You got a successful channel, bro. Like, who cares?
Bitches and go back to the kitchen.
So if people don't like you, they don't like you. So what?
Bitch, it just shows me they don't watch the content because just look at this. Gold digger exploits beta husband. I mean, that's pretty fair, right? Calling the woman a gold digger and calling the loser a beta, pretty fair, right? And I also don't think calling someone a bitch only applies to women. I mean, if you think that, I don't.
If he does the same thing that he did to Caleb continuously in all his videos, not just about Caleb, but just the extreme wokeism shit, they will stay. They will become fans. Because anybody that just believes that type of shit that he's spewing is going to just want to continue to be fed that shit. That's how Hassan Piker has a fan base.
I don't know what that says about you. Once again, I hate this point. It's such an elementary school point. You says bitch, so were you referring to a woman? Bitch, no pun intended. Anyone could get it. Anyone can get the word bitch thrown at them. I don't care. I mean, just look at this. 41-year-old refuses to get a job and grow up. That's a guy. I don't know, guys. I'm getting very heavy incel vibes from Mr. Hammer over here. I mean, just check this out. Frustrated incel buys women instead of dating. I finally had to kick someone off financial audits. Is that a guy? But if he was a woman, he would be an incel, guys. This point is so dumb that he plays it up for his incel community. No.
It's taking people who use different pronouns, who look different ways, and presenting them to your audience as if like, oh, you're an absolute freak. Here, I've got the goth freak for you right here.
I mean, I do identify as it as well.
Do you actually?
I accept all pronouns, you know. Yes. So the theme, Twilight Wedding.
Oh my God, if you try to get woke. Oh my God, this goth.
They're coming there for the reaction. He doesn't get it. That is kind of crazy. They're in on the joke. You could just tell from the way that they were delivering these things That's stuff that you say when you know someone's going to react and you want them to react. What? That's like when I brought my friend to meet my older brother. My older brother's a fan of One Piece and he likes Usopp. The friend that I brought hates Usopp. What did I say? Hey, tell him what you think about Usopp. Because I knew the reaction I was going to get, but it was all in fun. We was able to joke and go back and forth about it. That's how some of these people are going on Caleb's show. They know he's about to roast them. They're expecting the reaction. They're fans. They're in on the joke. Have you never watched the Howard Stern show? People will go on Howard Stern because they were in on the joke. They knew what it was. They knew he was going to get crazy nasty up there. They was in on it. But he's not from that side of the internet, so he's just like, how dare you do this? It's going to make people think that, like, come on, bro, it's not that deep.
Freak. She uses multiple pronouns. She likes Twilight. Is that a septum piercing? At this point, some of you may be wondering, what does this have to do with finance? This is ostensibly a finance channel, helping people get their lives together, helping people get their money together. But no, you get stuff like this, inviting the most out there people you can find. I'm not even talking about out there in terms of presentation. It's more so getting people who actually are toxic and labeling them, oh, you're LGBT. $369,000 of LGBTQIA plus debt. He's just bad with money and not nice to his partner. Why are you making this a gay thing?
Because he's gay. Yeah, I mean, these points low-key be kind of sucking. And I'm not even trying to hate Mr. Wallace over here. I mean, sure, I don't like his content. And I feel like his community doesn't like me either, which makes me quite sad. Like, if people don't like me online, it hurts my feelings and I need to be validated and accepted by everyone. So now, do I think Caleb Hammer is a bit over the top? Yes. Some of the criticisms from D'Angelo so far are pretty weak. Oh, he hates women. He's an incel. No one's forced to come here. Caleb Hammer and his team are not kidnapping people and forcing them to be in the show. People have to willingly reach out to Caleb Hammer via email or his team, and then they fly them out to Texas. I believe that's where they're located. And then they ask them multiple times, are you sure you want to be on? These are grown-ass adults that consent to being on the show, participating. This is like the meme that says, I consent. And D'Angelo Wallace is like, well, I don't consent. Who the fuck asked you? No one cares, little bro. Yes, this quote-unquote God freak accepted to being on the show. And sometimes they do post, as you guys could see, for the thumbnail.
Anyway, my next point was that he was being weird about pronouns by purposely showcasing people using alternative pronouns in the beginning of his video. That way, his audience of bigots was predisposed to disliking this person.
Do we respect pronouns?
Absolutely.
On the show, I have made mistakes, but I respect. Dude, we were fucking researching your pronouns because I thought you were a woman. Because I didn't hear you speak first, so I just based on your face. We respect pronouns. What are you fucking talking about?
Oh, the dangers of being a beautiful man. Now you've got proof in the wild that I just walked through this earth, and people are like, "You are too beautiful to actually exist. You must be a woman." Nah, I'm just pretty. But listen, my point wasn't that
this nigga's a smug bastard, bro. He's always been that smug too. That's the crazy part.
Caleb has ever misgendered anybody, because if that happened, I don't know. My point was exactly what I said in my video, which has not actually been contradicted here in any meaningful way. So let's just move on.
I mean, you literally said he doesn't respect pronouns, or, he makes fun of people's pronouns. And then he said, we do our research. And then you're like, yeah, moving on. Listen, I don't hate Mr. Wallace. I do think he's a bit sassy, and that's completely fine. We all get a little sassy every now and then. I have my sassy moments. I have my reading a book, drinking matcha, sipping boba. Once again, I don't hate Mr. Wallace. I mean, I wouldn't want to hang out with him.
I've had boba before. Never had matcha. Been dying to try it. Heard good things. I want to drink it while I'm wearing a quarter zip. But never had it before. Heard good things though. Had boba.
And I think after spending like 2 seconds with him, I would reach for my gun and shoot myself in the head. Do I hate him? Would I write his name down in a death note? I think about it this way, right? Would I write his name down on my death note if I had one? No, I think there's definitely about 10 people that I would put if I had that, but I wouldn't put Mr. Wallace in there. It's not that deep.
Let's just move on. Next, I accused him of leaning on homophobia as well, which he said can't be the case because
I don't hate gay people. We have, someone say, too many gays working at this company. No, that's a joke again. You read a title that is outrageous and silly and you say I'm homophobic? You say I'm sexist? No, you're fucking retarded.
I thought Caleb would, you know what? I don't want to assume. No, fuck it. I'm keeping it real. I thought Caleb and D'Angelo Wallace was in the same crew. I thought that was gang. I thought that was like they was on the same team. I didn't know what the fuck is D'Angelo talking about. How did Caleb fall for this obvious woke talk? Yeah, no, this is a setup. This is definitely a setup for sure. We know it's a setup.
That's the only real thing here.
Ooh, all right. Whipping out our first slur. Let's go. Or let's not go, because this is just actually really tiring.
Yeah, this guy gives me massive theater kid vibes. D'Angelo Wallace is the type of guy to hear the word fuck and call his mom. Oh my God.
I was a theater kid in junior high school. Then I learned how to fight. Oh, that's stop that shit. You'll be surprised when you in the hood how popular you get from learning how to throw these fucking hands, nigga. You start throwing these hands, nigga. You become the man. Never seen a new guy?
Mom, my friend just said the F word. Is it okay if I repeat it? He just gives me those vibes.
By the way, seeing how he just used the R word to describe me for some reason, that was one of my points as
so that's why you call us Fang Gang? Nah, I call you Fang Gang because, well, Fang is like an acronym that I made that stands for fear only negates greatness. It's like the way I live my life as far as me never being afraid to speak my mind no matter what people say in return. I've always spoke the same way and always shared my opinion and been extremely honest my entire life. I don't lie. I just keeps it real, son. So when you do that, a lot of people will try to go after you, like Hassan's or his orbiters and people within that, or like a D'Angelo Wallace. So FANG stands for fear only negates greatness. And I call my crew the FANG Gang because of that. Because y'all are some badasses. Yeah. Toughest crew out here on the block, son. Nah, man, you guys are amazing. He said, BX, I promise I'm joking with you. I know. I just use it as an opportunity to explain what FANG meant because there are people that be asking in the comment section. So I like to explain it as much as possible. Be true to yourself and the hell with everyone else. Facts. See? You getting it? It's FANG Gang over here. That's the way I live my life.
Well, hey, being ableist isn't cool. Using this word all the time isn't great.
Of course, he doesn't like the R word, which, of course, you guys know me. I have never, ever said the R word. Just thinking about saying sorry, I almost puked all over my microphone. There's just that word has never and will never come out of my mouth. This guy is treating Caleb Hammer like he's the worst thing to happen since, I guess, slob tubers, which at that point, I don't know what's worse. It's not that deep. It's just entertainment.
Like, it has something to do with your guests. It's still cringe to watch you sit around and be creepy and sexist and misogynist to real human beings, but their consent is a minor point in this larger argument of you pandering to people who want to see this content. And speaking of just difficult watches, the next thing I talked about was just how icky he is when it comes to many of the guests who are women talking about their bodies. I made the bold claim that actually it's super weird to, within the first minute of meeting somebody, mention their boobs. But you know what? Caleb was like, nah, fam.
Welcome to content. Dude, I'm literally making content. What do you think you're doing? You're over sensationalizing this for content. That's what I was doing there. Do you not know how YouTube works? Why is it up to him for what's appropriate?
I didn't know that he was the appropriate police. Show me your badge.
I gotta say, though, if Caleb is the dumbest person alive, whoever that is with the pink hair, strong candidate for second place. Anyway, much of this is him.
You know what's crazy? I told you, I watched like 6 hours of this overall 8-hour beef. That's the person that's a fan of D'Angelo Wallace. That's like his actual fan. She kept saying it multiple times, like, yo, I love his content, man. I'm a subscriber of his. She was defending this motherfucker multiple times. And in return, she got called an idiot. What does that say about his fans? Think about that. If his fan was in the room with Caleb defending him, she works for Caleb, but she also admitted, like, yo, I'm a fan of his content. I like D'Angelo. She was defending him multiple times. He just called her an idiot. Well, pretty much implied. What does that say about his fans? That's all I'm saying. He said, not anymore, I bet? Yeah, I don't think so. Not now.
I'm explaining, oh, D'Angelo, like me talking to people isn't the first time I'm actually meeting them.
This is clearly a clash of personalities. Two people that are on the complete opposite spectrum when it comes to everything. To how they live, to how they talk, to their humor. These are two people that will never be able to agree on anything. There's no fix to this. Nothing that I say and nothing that Caleb Hammer will say, nothing will please him. He's always going to find things to bitch and complain about.
Every single aspect of it. None of it is real. You have
a literal liar. And actually that's a lie against our business. I could sue you for that. And maybe I will. I have unlimited money.
Do it.
He's looking for it.
There it is.
There you go. Oh, wow. Another one.
Keeps going.
Okay, no.
Fake. I could sue you. And I have the best lawyers in the business. You would be so fucked.
Now, the reason why Caleb Hammer is saying this, and I gotta keep it real with y'all, yeah, it's a bit cringe to be saying this kind of stuff and acting tough, acting Sigma. I cringe. But the reason why he's saying that is because D'Angelo Wallace had this to say about him and one of his products.
Sounds like the financial grifters.
Selling something, by the way.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, there's lots of scammers, lots of Ty Lopez's. That doesn't mean anyone who launches an educational product is that.
Baby, he is the financial grifters on YouTube. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh, good. Oh, another reason to sue you? What are we grifting? In order to grift, that means we're essentially over emphasizing what we're going to deliver and we just don't deliver anything. What are we grifting?
Now, the course price is a little insane. It's almost $1,000. What is inside that course? I have no idea. Will I spend $1,000 in that? Hell no. Now, I think this video is getting way too long. And long story short, yes, I do agree that it was dumb and cringy of Caleb Hammer to threaten to sue D'Angelo Wallace. Recently made this pinned comment. It says, and no, I'm not planning on suing him. And no, I don't sue for criticism, as people are saying. D'Angelo's criticisms of Hammer, they're dumb. They're pretty weak. Like, yeah, he hates women and he's an incel. Really? That's what we're going with out of everything you can call out. But I mean, D'Angelo Wallace fans do not play around. Leave D'Angelo alone. Which is low-key surprising considering his points were pretty weak and pretty dismissible. It's not that deep. It's a show about...
D'Angelo points is always weak. They'll just pick people who are largely hated by certain communities, or if you just have an audience of people that don't like you and you're not woke or whatever, he will pick you as a target. That's what D'Angelo does. How many videos has he deleted? How many videos that he was like critically acclaimed for? Oh, he's amazing. He did the best job. And he was dead ass wrong. And it made him look nuts. So he had to delete the video. Was it the Shane Dawson or was it the James Charles one? I think it was the Shane Dawson one. A lot of people don't like Shane Dawson, and Shane Dawson has done a lot of crazy things. But D'Angelo was just blatantly lying for multiple times, and no one questioned it because it was someone that was hated. Right? I think once he got called out, he took the video down, edited it. Maybe it's a re-upload up somewhere. But that's what he did, and then disappears for like a fucking year, comes back. Same thing. He gets called out, disappears for another year, comes back. But yeah, that's what he does. I don't think he really does much research into anything. Yeah, I like Caleb and continue to watch him, but he needs to stop responding to these wannabe activists. Yeah, I don't think he should have responded. That live stream channel that he has might get him in trouble. It might get him in trouble. And I think the crazy part is that he won't listen when his fans and audience will tell him this isn't a good idea. As I was listening to that live stream, his 4-hour live stream, multiple fans kept saying, yo, bro, either leave this alone or let the clip play out a little bit more and then tell us what you disagree with. This nigga was chopping that motherfucker up. Like every 2 seconds he stopped and went on a rant. I go on my rants too as well. But nigga, my 4-hour to 3-hour live stream is multiple different topics. That nigga did a 4-hour plus 5-hour live stream reacting to one video from this nigga D'Angelo. So it got like a very bad perception. He should have just ignored this nigga. You didn't have to fucking pay attention to D'Angelo for what? For what? It don't matter. Your audience ain't his audience. His audience ain't your audience. Nigga, keep doing your content.
Finance, which has entertainment injected into it. It's not as deep as D'Angelo Wallace says it is. Caleb had some bad takes. D'Angelo had some bad takes. Welcome to the internet in 2026, guys. But if you were to ask me, who do I think took the most L's here? Probably Wallace. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.
So who took the L? I think both of them took L's to some degree. Who was right and who was wrong about the first point? D'Angelo Wallace's first video was bullshit. 100%. You gotta just call a spade a spade. Caleb was wrong for how he reacted to it. I think he was too emotional. And you can't, come on, man. Like, when your platform is that big too as well, and you have that much of a following, you can't react to everything like that. That's just, you're doing too much, bro. You gotta chill out. You shouldn't have even responded or even paid him any mind. People have to be like Asman, just make content out of it and move on. Right. If he was going to react to it, do it for content's sake, not because you're like actually emotional or upset about it. Like, just react to it. Give a fuck. Let it play a little bit more, you know? Give your takes. I disagree, yada, yada, yada. But then you like, nigga, I'm going to ruin your life. I'll destroy you. Like, whoa, brother. No, I wasn't trying to watch that. So yeah, when it comes to Caleb, I prefer maybe his main channel content over his second channel content, which was cool. Occasionally, I will watch his second channel to see his takes. But if it's something that's like personal, I'm cool. I don't need to watch his take on that. I think, yo, he really was saying that, Stu. He goes, I destroy you, D'Angelo. You don't know what you just did to yourself. That nigga was sounding like a professional wrestler. And another thing, brother, just snap it to a Slim Jim. You have no idea what you walked into, D'Angelo. Fans are like, hey, man, you should calm down. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I talk how I want to talk. Get the fuck out. I was like, all right, my nigga. I'm someone who's like a little intense sometimes, and I'm direct. I'll be like, man, I'm gonna do what I want. And people be getting mad and offended at that. He was going times 10. This nigga was going to war with the audience, bro. I swear, like, I'll pull up a clip if I can find it. It probably wouldn't even take that long, nigga. But this nigga was going off on the audience. His fans, hey, man, maybe play his clip for a little bit more so we can see the point that you're like objecting to. Shut your bitch ass up. Like, he was like, he turned into an angry black man that was in jail for 30 years. That's what Caleb turned into. And nigga, when he turned into Terry Crews, it's like, shut your punk ass up. I don't give a fuck about you. This is me. It's all about me. But Caleb, this is content for your audience. Fuck them. This is me. How dare you disrespect me, D'Angelo? I'm like, yo, Caleb. Yo, I swear I was working out listening to this nigga, I'm like, all right, brother. And I'm on his side. I was like, yeah, D'Angelo don't really have no point. Okay, Caleb, you're a little too into it now, brother. Like you're a little too upset. Like come on, bro. Like what the fan is trying to help you out. You don't know how you look right now, nigga. You look insane. Relax. And I understand why you frustrated, because he's saying some bullshit. I get it. Relax, nigga. And then like everything was like super smug. Like D'Angelo don't know nothing about YouTube. I'm like, all right, he's a big channel. He knows some. He got to know a little something. This nigga grew to that point. He knows something. Nah, because you ain't putting shorts on your channel. All right, my nigga, Caleb, you're not an expert in shorts, my nigga. That don't work for everybody. Did he remove it? Caleb. That video better still be up, Caleb. Where's the video? Did he take it down? He was embarrassed. I can't even grab the video to show it to you. Where's it at? He took it down. Okay, that looks hard, Caleb. That don't look good. That don't look good. All right, so maybe he's just admitting that he messed up. Like, okay, I shouldn't have went that crazy on D'Angelo. Let me see. Let me put D'Angelo Wallace and see what pops up. Caleb. So he knows that shit came off crazy. Yep, he did an apology video. Oh my, this looks bad because D'Angelo Wallace's last video accused him of being a PDF. So now you deleting your 4-hour video and him accusing you of being a PDF. That looks bad. You should have never even fucking responded, bro. In the first place. Yeah, this looks horrible. Yeah, he took the video down. That looks horrible. Okay. All right, let me look at the apology video with you guys. It's only like 2 minutes long. Caleb, that looks bad, bro. Why even do the fucking video in the first place? Like, why? Now you look insane. All right, let's see what his apology video looked like. Hold on, because I'm trying to connect it. Okay, so this isn't the same apology video? Okay, all right. He said he took it down. Yeah, he did take the video down. Oh no, the apology video is not related to the stream. Okay, so what is he saying sorry for? What the fuck? Wow, he clickbaited. Yo, nope, I'm not watching. This is an ad. That's nasty, dude. That's nasty. I don't like that. I don't like that, Caleb. So he took the video down and he put up an ad for, I guess, his app. But he clickbaited the title to make you think he was apologizing to D'Angelo Wallace. You might as well, motherfucker, you took the video down. So I can't even show you guys unless I watch someone else's video with them talking about it. But that just goes to show you, he took the video down. He was going crazy in that video. So even though I agreed that D'Angelo was wilding and just making shit up, you responded bad. You never respond to a troll like that. The Papa Gut fiasco was hilarious on his second channel as well. It was as if he did the Papa Gut. Like he didn't learn nothing. Papa Gut spazzed out and was doing all that shit. Caleb did the same level of spaz out. It was on the same level. But Papa Gut ain't shit either. He ain't shit for that. Have you seen his old stuff? Totally different person. Who, Caleb? Yeah, he changed a little bit. I ain't going front. But shit, anyone's gonna change when they get some kind of income and success. I don't think I'm gonna change. I might come on here with a Ric Flair robe. That's it. Blow my nose with $100 bill. But I'm still the same Beast Boy, baby. I'm not going to waste money like that. That sounds crazy. I will get that robe, though. I was dead ass serious about the Ric Flair robe. I will come in here. I'll start the stream off walking into this motherfucker with a Ric Flair robe, nigga. Woo! And then sit down and do the same shit I'm doing. Nah, you'll change. Probably have 2 fangs. Nah, it's only 1 fang. Nah, I'm not going to change. That's something I've already thought about. Fucking did my soul searching and mastered before I even get to that level. If I ever do become successful, become like a big YouTuber, start making a bunch of money, I'm not going to change. I'm going to be the same. With a new watch, I've never really been a jewelry guy, except for grills. Like if you could tell from my cover photo, I think profile picture, I used to love wearing grills a lot. I don't have any anymore. I think I lost them. But I used to like wearing like jewelry in my mouth balls. Gold, white gold, things like that. That's probably the only thing you're going to see me with. I start getting some income. That's crazy. I'll come on here with a new grill and a Ric Flair robe. That's about it. I ain't gonna have no new watch. Never really been a watch guy. It's better to have a small following than to lose yourself with a big following. The way I see it, I'm not gonna say I want to be small, but I don't want to be super big either. Right? So if you by small following, you mean like having your audience, but it's not like one person. Like you in a room, imagine being a stand-up comedian, only one person come to your show, you like, nigga, me, I'ma still tell jokes. Hey, what's going on here, nigga? I don't care. But I want to be successful and do the best that I can do without losing myself, right? And I think the best way to do that is to not be on some like, I gotta be the biggest. I'm not trying to be the next Kai Cenat, or I guess within commentary, I'm not trying to be as big as the Pegasus channels or anything. I just want to have my audience and people that rock with me. When we talk about similar topics, yeah, of course. But my goal isn't to be the biggest. So if by small audience, you just mean like your core audience that rock with you, whatever number it is, I'm cool with that. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm cool with that. Like they was talking about some iDubbbz only get 100 viewers in his live stream. Okay. I don't really think that's a bad thing. I mean, when you iDubbbz and you was like that big, it is a sign that things didn't go super well with you. But if right now in this moment I was to only have like 100 viewers, I wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't think that was like a failure at all. I would think that's my 100 people. Say, well, I'm in here with 10 people right now. It's my 10 people, man. We chilling. We rocking. We just keeping it honest. We hanging out. That's what I consider my live streams to be. So, yeah, I get what you mean. You say, yeah, like about 100K to 300K people. I'm fine with that. If you talking about like as subscribers on YouTube, if this channel was to have 100K to 300K subscribers, I'm good. I'm straight. My goal was never even 300. And if you've been watching this channel for a long time, y'all heard me say, I always wanted to hit 100K. If I hit 100K, I could prove that you don't have to sell your soul. You could just be real. You don't got to be fake buddy with people. You don't need to kiss ass. You could just be genuine and work hard, and you could get to that 100K. I'm cool. Like I would definitely be happy with that. I'm happy with what I have now, right? And that's what my overall point is that, yeah, I don't have to be a bigger streamer. I don't have to be a bigger YouTuber, like at all. If I just got my however many right now, the amount I have current, I'm cool. If I get to 100K, which is a goal, cool. 300K, cool. I'm not trying to be Mr. Beast. I'm not trying to be the richest man in the world. I'm not, yeah, nah. So I agree with you on that. So I'm halfway there. I'm going to be honest. I haven't looked at my subscriber count in months. I don't know how many subs I have at all. I stopped looking. Just now, when I looked at how many viewers I had in here, was the first time I looked at how many viewers I had in months. I trained my brain to stop even looking at that shit or caring about it. Like, I would look at something where, like, if I put out a video and that shit get 10 views, I know that video probably wasn't a good video. And that's as far as I go numbers wise. If I put out a video and the numbers is like abysmal, I'm gonna be like, something not right. But like, I don't actually care about the number. I care about the person, if that makes sense.